What if we, like... Do we want to tie in? Because I have a feeling, like, I feel like, Max, you could... Alrighty then, and welcome back to the Structured Chaos Podcast. Now, this is our second podcast in a live video format with all three of us.
Live. In person.
Well, in-person video format with
live,
all three of us.
Yeah.
The persons are in.
Yeah, with all three of us, you know, in the same shot. So it's a really cool thing. And I think with this one, we're going to be freestyling it again, just like last one was a little bit more. This one, we have a variety of topics listed down, so we're just going to bounce off one.
I think we're going to see a lot more of that, I think, because we can...
Yeah.
We can just go. There's just more to talk about. I feel like
we have an agenda.
We can bounce off of each other a lot more.
Yeah, it's more.
As always, it's structured,
but it's chaos.
Absolutely,
ladies and gentlemen.
That's what I'm talking about.
Shameless plug.
Shameless plug. In parentheses, crazy. We were talking for reference. We were talking about clickbaity video titles, and we read that parentheticals are like a thing. So we've been plugging shit like that a lot.
Yeah.
Like crazy.
Cracking jokes.
Wild. Scary. Shit like that.
Yeah. So, Aiden, you have some topics that you wanted to approach at the beginning of this.
So, I'll start with my question. I think this might be a recurring thing because I did it last podcast, Aiden's questions. So, when you're showering...
Okay, here we go.
Noah's ready.
So, just for all you listeners out there, I am naked in the studio.
Alright, so when you shower and you're washing yourself,
yes,
do you go loofah, do you go washcloth, or do you go hands?
I'll start.
Max, I want you to start.
I go bar soap. I go straight bar soap.
Do you have a singular bar of soap that you use?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's like only yours?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
okay, yeah, okay.
That's respectable.
That's respectable.
Like
I was what I was picturing.
I scrub myself. I'm just like. Whoosh,
yeah, I think we all. That's the point of it.
Well, I know, but like I
understand.
Yeah, it's just easier.
What I was picturing was your entire family using the same bar. So.
No.
Okay, good.
I shower immediately. I shower downstairs, and my parents shower upstairs. And at school, obviously, I use my own bar soap.
Yeah. Okay.
So
that didn't even cross my mind.
Yeah.
Because we're at home.
We've been at home for so long. We shower at school.
Well, I guess you only have one shower, right? So you.
No, we have two.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. Your mom and dad. But like you, mom.
Oh. I thought you meant at home. I thought you meant at college.
Yeah.
You knew that.
Yeah.
You've been to my apartment. No, we have 3 showers technically, actually.
Oh wow.
But you
Luxury,
Molly,
I know.
You and Molly and Ethan share one, right?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. Okay.
The one doesn't get any use at all. It's kind of crusty, actually.
Oh, all right.
I think the only people that use it are like if I have people come up. I feel like Max has probably used that shower before. It's the crusty one in the playroom.
The playroom,
which has been converted into a living room.
Yes.
But yeah. So for me, I go bare hands. I just lather up, just give it a rub down.
See, so like I guess we kind of do the same thing then if you think about it.
It's really similar because I just use the squirtable.
Like I'll say like I
soap.
use the soap to get like a nice little coat on and then I kind of. So yeah, I guess I use my.
You're a little combo action.
I would say hands.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Soap hands.
Soap hands. Yeah. Noah?
Yeah, I'm all hands just like you. Aiden.
Wow. I was imagining that somebody used a washcloth or a loofah. I've experimented with a loofah.
Yeah.
It's too much work, man.
I honestly just the washcloth pisses me off because I drop it.
Washcloth. I feel like washcloth. If we're gonna go order, I feel like it's hands, loofah, washcloth.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
And I feel like girls probably use a loofah more than the guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's more of like the fact that like at least when I'm showering, like I don't really care.
I don't care either. Like it's all.
I'm getting clean.
My hands are cleaning while I like.
Yeah.
There's this big stigma in like modern society in general with this over cleanliness. Like I don't know if most people aren't aware. I mean, it's coming to light more now, but you're not supposed to wash your hair every day. You're not supposed to wash your body with soap every day. Like all these things that people do, and I know some people that wash themselves 3 times a day with soap every single time.
I'm supposed to do that.
Actually, really bad for your natural.
That's
body
exactly.
waste.
That's terrible for your natural biome.
Yeah, and so
for those of you that don't know, I am a nursing student.
Soon to be nurse.
Oh, yeah.
Soon to be
I feel
nurse.
like you'd be qualified to
so your body. I took a microbiology course. I feel like, have you guys taken any microbiology at all?
No.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, well, your body has a natural biome, and there's natural flora or fauna, not really fauna, but natural like flora. I just got like a squirrel in my armpit. But so your body has natural flora, natural organisms that
You
live.
wanted to say fauna.
A little bit. Natural organisms that live on you, microorganisms, and if you wash yourself 3 times a day, you're killing all of those.
Yeah.
Well, not all of them.
It's like your natural body. What is it? Like, I don't know.
Well, it's like how your body releases like these these things to fight germs.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
it's the same principle as when you brush your teeth. Like, I know that everybody brushes your teeth, and it's been proven that like the stuff in the toothpaste is stronger than the stuff your body produces. But still, like everything should be in moderation.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
but the washing your hair like every other day, I think, is really smart, especially just for the health of your hair.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, I'm
when I
not
had
really
long
one
hair,
to speak to health of hair as I'm receding at age 19, but I'm trying to do my
that's
best.
more genetic, sort of.
I don't know, man. I feel like I could have changed some things in my past.
You have to get the.
I did the headband thing for a while. I tried to pull my hair back, and it was already bad with the receding hairline. I don't know. It is what it is.
Big regrets.
I'm completely okay with the fact that I'm.
But you own it, though.
Well, I own it.
Yeah, that's the thing. You have to own it.
Exactly.
It's different if you're like insecure about it, which I think a lot of people get.
I really don't give a shit.
At LeBron James.
At LeBron.
Yeah, LeBron. Just
go bald.
Shave it off, man.
Go Vince Carter. Vince Carter did.
Shave it off.
Stephen A is big on that as well. Because Stephen A is very clearly receding, and he just owns up to it, which is the badass thing to do.
Yeah.
LeBron is like, let me paint this in. Let me just like get my hairline perfect. Like, no, LeBron, let it go.
Better than that.
I love you, but let it go.
Yeah,
we all let it go.
It happens to a lot more people than you think.
Absolutely. Or get that Keeps or like
Bosworth.
Roman. Whatever.
Wait, is it called Bosworth?
Bosley. Not Brian Bosworth.
No, I was thinking Brian Bosworth.
Yeah.
The Boz.
So my second intro is just a wacky story that occurred, and I thought that kind of went in line with our last podcast. So a little tie-in here.
Here we go.
So as we know, last Sunday was Mother's Day. Shout out all the moms out there.
Happy Mother's Day, moms. You're true superheroes.
We should have
We love
Mother's
you.
Day should be every day.
Yes.
My mom is the G. She's a G, and she's the anchor to my life.
To your boat.
Yep.
To my boat. Yes. Outer Banks.
Outer Banks reference. Can't wait for Noah to finish
For
it.
Noah to finish it.
Yeah.
Dude, Sarah Cameron, if you're listening,
Stop.
I don't think you'll ever listen. Hit my line.
I am not a Sarah Cameron fan. I don't think she's attractive, but like she's not like.
I mean, Key's beautiful too.
Yeah, they're
But
both gorgeous.
John B's beautiful in another way, though.
No homo.
No homo. The long pause made me feel sus for saying that.
So my mom, like all quarantine, we've been going on hikes and stuff, and like just going for walks, and so we went to the Hook Natural area.
Where's that?
It's out in the West End. For those of you who probably
The
have
West
no
End.
clue what that means.
But basically, if you don't know what the West End is and you don't live near us, you can probably still tell it's a
Imagine
kind of
a
thing.
21st century Red Dead Redemption.
no,
And that's the West
Red
End.
Dead's
it's
cool.
almost worse than that. Red Dead's cool.
It's like a living farming simulator, but
Not even though, because
not in a good way of not like
I
good
liked it,
farmers.
but it's got some good views though.
no, the Hook Natural area is beautiful.
Yeah.
So we're going on a hike in the Hook Natural area, and we're going on a hike, and we come across these other hikers, as you often do.
Yes.
And so we're just hiking along this trail. And keep in mind, this trail is the rockiest trail I've ever been on. My toes were in so much pain from being like spread out on these rocks. Like there was literally a part of the trail that was literally just a pile of rocks for like 10 feet.
That sucks.
So keep that in mind through this whole story. The entire trail, like you cannot go more, like you have to keep your eyes on the ground, which will come into play later.
Oh God.
So you have to keep your eyes on the ground, otherwise you're gonna roll an ankle. And I already have my right ankle. Max, you know this.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I think you might have been there too at Adams when I rolled my ankle on that ball, and I had to like, I had to like elevate it because it was so bad. And I woke up the next morning, it was huge. So I've re-aggravated that multiple times since. Almost did it on this hike. But so we come across these fellow hikers, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you're like close to this really cool bridge. Like, just go up a little bit more. There's a pole. It'll lead you there." So we're hiking. 5 minutes go by. She told us it would be not long at all. Like, I'm thinking like 2 to 3 minutes we'd get to this bridge.
Yeah.
And keep in mind, I'm picturing like when you hear someone say there's a bridge on a hiking trail, you're picturing a majestic
Oh, yeah.
Like, just this beautiful bridge. Like
wooden,
big wooden, little worn down,
maybe
but
a
still
railroad
sturdy.
on it.
Oh, yeah. Yes, like just this beautiful bridge.
Yeah.
So we're hiking for 5 minutes, and the thought creeps into my mind, where the hell is this bridge? I'm already kind of cranky because I just didn't want to go on this hike, but it's Mother's Day, so I had to.
Right.
And so 10 minutes go by. At this point, I'm like, they played us. They played us. These guys, they lied to us. The guy had a smirk on his face. He had long hair. Like
those guys.
Like a ponytail.
You can tell he can't.
And keep in mind, we're in the West End, too.
Yeah.
Right.
We're, like, back in this, like cabins and, like, definitely some mountain men back there.
You can tell he, like, as soon as he gets back to his car, he's the type of guy who shovels in, like, 3 Cliff Bars.
Oh, yeah.
Just drives away.
Well, it wasn't even that. It was more like, I don't want to say, I'll just let it go. But it was not he wasn't sketchy looking, but he wasn't like a wholesome man either.
Okay.
And so him and his wife are like, okay, yeah, like I said. And so 10 minutes go by, we're still hiking. 15 minutes go by, and I'm like, where the hell is this bridge?
Good save.
Thank you. And I'm like, so at this point, I am lagging behind because that's how pissed I am. Like, I'm way behind my family. I'm like, this bridge isn't here. They probably lied to us. And the thought starts to creep into my head. What if they lied to us? And our car is right at the end of the trail. Oh. And there's only one car there. What if they, like, slashed our tires, stole our car, like, just, like, broke our windows, like... And keep in mind, our car got robbed this winter, so like that's at the forefront of my mind.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm like, and then 20 minutes go by. My dad is still trekking. He's like, we're gonna find this bridge.
He's just down to clown. You know?
Yeah,
He's
exactly,
ready to get it.
exactly. And like the whole plan, because we'd already been hiking for a while. The whole plan was to get to this bridge and then turn around, because we had already been on the trail for like 40 minutes to get to where they said the bridge was.
Okay, so you've been on the trek for a while, right?
Yes, exactly. And I don't think any of us had the plans of going on a 3-hour hike.
Like even your mom?
No.
Okay.
I think they wanted to, but like the three kids were like, no dude, we're not doing a 3-hour hike. Yeah. It's just not in the plans for today.
That's fair.
And so 20 minutes goes by. I think it got to like 30 minutes. I could be wrong. I have a good memory, but like stuff like that I don't think about. I don't have a good concept of time, which time is just a construct anyway.
Time is a tool you can use on your watch.
Exactly.
Remember that?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Let's go on a journey.
So finally my dad stops, and I am visibly pissed, frustrated. Where is this bridge? I want to go home and play 2K.
You were in full, like, I can't do this anymore.
Exactly. And so finally my dad's like, all right, well... I guess we got played. So then we started like, we're like, that bitch.
Like eviscerating these people.
These assholes. What the hell is wrong with people? And so we're going back. And finally my dad goes, there's the bridge. We passed it. We passed the bridge, and it was right where they said it was. So then, now we're the assholes.
So you walked like an extra 35 minutes.
No, it sucked. The bridge sucked.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know if it sucked.
But it's still like a bridge, I guess, on
cool.
a trail, right?
It didn't suck. I guess it was alright. But it was just not what I was picturing.
Yeah.
And what I think happened was, my dad, we all had our heads down, and the pole, like there was literally a trail marker right where the bridge was.
Okay.
So basically, there was a trail marker, a bridge, another like 2 mini bridges, and then the bridge. So, and it was like in the woods. So like, I don't know. It's a beautiful area, but like it was bad of me to think that those people were not nice and were mean. But
I mean,
it was just hilarious because this is not the first time that we've got lost on a hike as a family. We went to Ricketts Glen.
Oh, that's crazy.
So, the big thing with Ricketts Glen is the waterfalls, right?
Yeah.
And so, secondary story time, I guess. This one won't be as long. But, so, it's Falls Trail is the name of like, no shit.
Yeah, because waterfalls.
Waterfalls.
To preface this, Ricketts Glen is slightly dangerous.
A little bit, yeah. People have died there. Yeah. But, like, you just gotta be cautious. It's
not, like, crazy dangerous, but, like...
You just gotta be smart about it.
It's rocky and waterfalls are there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we go on a completely different trail, and my dad, the whole hike is just like, It's like, I think I can hear the waterfalls. We're almost there. We never saw a single waterfall.
Oh, man.
So then we went back a second time and went on the right trail, which, duh, we should have went on Falls Trail the entire time. But, yeah, so needless to say, the Baumgartner family is not... We like to hike, but, like, we're bad at navigating, for sure. And the other thing is my dad just keeps trucking.
Yeah, he
and, like,
probably...
which is fine. I love that about him, but it's like... At some point, you got to turn around.
Yeah.
Admit defeat.
Admit defeat.
40 minutes later, I would have been... I can't imagine what me and my...
It wasn't even 4. It was like... It was probably 25, 30.
Still,
like, still. It was just like... And, like, the lady that we talked to specifically said, like, you're not far at all. Which we weren't. But... It was just because we had our heads down the whole time, and it was so rocky. So.
Right, yeah.
But just funny.
Led astray, they were. The Baumgartners were led astray.
Indeed.
But, you know...
That'll happen to you sometimes.
It will. It will.
Yeah. Another man who was led astray was 6ix9ine.
Solid segue.
I tried to put a spin on that. That was the only thing I could really think of.
He's not our host for nothing, people.
Yeah. He keeps us on track.
He's
our QB.
He's a young JFK right now. You see him?
He's a young JFK.
I don't know if you can see. He's got a
American flag
pin on his suit.
You know he's going to be a politician someday, people.
Yeah. I kind of don't want to do that.
Yeah, I don't. Who does? I don't want you to either.
I don't want to sell my soul. But, so 6ix9ine has come into some controversy. I don't know if it's been recently. It's kind of been like over the past year.
It's been longer.
So.
It's been like,
I think most people that are probably listening
know about this. Like 6ix9ine's so popular, and let's just preface this: I hate him.
Yeah, I can't stand him.
I cannot stand him one bit.
Yeah.
I think his music is garbage, except for like Fifi. That was the only one that I liked, and wasn't Nicki Minaj in that one too?
And Travis Scott.
Yeah, okay. He got Travis Scott on the track.
I think there was a point in time. Also, keep in mind. I mean, we talked on our music pod about this. Like, there's a point in time where we definitely like shitty music, and towards the end of that stretch, I liked 6ix9ine, but I think he had like 2 songs out, which was Gummo and
Gummo was kind of fire. I think it could have went harder than it did.
Well, he honestly is pretty untalented.
I don't think I think he doesn't have a lot of talent at all. I think he's just.
But I mean,
props to him for getting as big as he is.
Yeah.
And
I mean, he's like one of those guys. Same thing. Like he hustled and got out of his bad situation. Well, he really didn't. Think about it.
He just kind of on
a
whim.
He's kind of the scum of the earth. But
I'm just not a fan of him.
But go ahead.
So yeah, basically, he came into controversy really when he decided to snitch on many different people in court, like in a courtroom, and then he was in prison.
Move, by the way.
Big bitch move, yeah.
Yeah, he was in prison multiple times. Has he been in
prison? Just the one
just one time, but he was in prison. And recently, the reason why this is, we're talking about this is recently he's been released from prison. And I guess he's gonna make music again. I don't really know.
He made a
just
song.
Dropped
he just dropped a song. Yeah,
it's not good though. So.
I'm back.
He
just can't stand.
He is like so untalented.
I just don't get the following he has. I don't understand it.
I think it started as a meme, and then
now it's just like actually he's like people like him, and I'm like I don't understand how you can like him.
The thing is, so we looked it up. His charges were. Aiden has them.
New York Times did an article on him. Yeah. In 2018, he was arrested on racketeering. What's racketeering?
That's like guns and shit, I think.
Okay.
Or
weapons
violence or
and
something.
Then drug charges, and he pleaded guilty to all of those. But the other one that I don't think gets enough attention was the child sexual misconduct.
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
And that's just, and I have no time for anyone who does that.
Oh, absolutely. I think that with the guns and shit, like
I'm more accepting of the gun situation.
My thing, yeah, I think my thing is like I just don't like, because I've been seeing a lot of the stuff where he's been saying, what would you do if you were in my shoes? Like, these men weren't loyal to me, blah, blah. But he got so big, I think he used a lot of those people as, like, pawns in his, like, fame. Like, and I think, I don't know if he was a blood or whatever gang he was in. I don't really care.
Yeah.
Whatever. But he, it's annoying that he would go snitch on all these people after, because he put a hit on Chief Keef.
Like, which is, why would you put a hit on Chief Keef?
First of all, you're gonna lose the battle. Second of
100%.
all, I don't like how right now, basically, people are sticking up for basically a sexual predator. 1, 2, they're sticking up for someone. It's like the same thing with like TK. People are like, free TK, like he murdered someone.
people that said free 6ix9ine, I was like,
yeah, are you serious?
I get that he wasn't charged on the child sexual misconduct thing, but
obviously there's something there.
Something there, like, no one just, like, makes that up. I hope not, anyways. Like, especially if something as serious as that. And the other thing that he did that which was very recently, that I was just like, I didn't understand at all why people were defending him, was he tried to donate $200,000 to a foundation that donates food to kids that can't afford food or just are like homeless, need food, hungry kids. So, but he tried to donate money and they refused the donation. And people were like, why would they do that? Like, they should be focused on feeding kids. I'm like, why would you want to be associated with someone who has a child sexual misconduct in their past?
I think people just didn't, like, people sometimes don't understand that, like, companies not only, like, people, they're not just going to accept money because it's a lot of money. Yeah. Like, you associating yourself with him as a child, like, you're giving food to children. You're a child, like you're
an organization that helps children.
Yeah, like you that looks bad on you. And,
exactly.
And like it's like it would go either way. It was like obviously I would rather see 6ix9ine go down than like this company who's doing great things. And just because like people they get slandered because they accepted this money from a child,
and also
whatever. But
also on a personal level, it's kind of scummy and shallow to try to. I mean, he probably obviously did that just to repair his image.
That was for sure.
I would assume. I don't want to make assumptions because you know what happens when you assume.
Yeah.
You make an ass out of you and me.
Mm-hmm.
But
it's what it sounds like.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I mean, he has a track. I mean,
he's a track record.
He has a track record
of
not
snitched. He's gone to prison.
Yeah.
Like
he has a track record of not being the nicest and most morally upstanding person. And so, if he tried to do that. The advice that I would give to him is try to solve things on a more personal level. Maybe try to
don't make the donation public.
Yeah,
just do it. Just do
it private. I'm pretty sure Jay-Z and Beyonce and like Kanye and stuff. There's a lot of and like Rihanna and stuff. I've seen a lot of stories where they privately donated some money and then it like leaks.
Well, and the only reason people find out about it is like taxes.
Yeah, like they leaks and stuff.
There was a good story a few years back about how Bill Murray once did a stand-up comedy show at a place, and he took all the proceeds and donated it to a local, I don't know if it was a local homeless shelter or something, but he never told a single person about it, and they only found out after his death.
Yeah, see, like, that's the point.
Like, or not after, wait.
Bill Murray's dead?
No, it wasn't Bill. I think it was Robin Williams. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry,
okay.
I think it was Robin Williams.
Okay.
But
that makes more sense. Well, either way, it's a good example.
But either way, like, it makes, like, that kind of goes to the thing, like, I think 6ix9ine has always been a clout chaser, and I think
absolutely,
and like that's his whole career. He chased clout. He's just as bad as what's her name? Excuse me, Lil Tay. Is that her name? Like,
yeah, maybe.
Like, remember Woah Vicky and Lil Tay and like that like 8-year-old girl. The girl that was in Logan Paul's.
Oh, yep.
Like he's just as bad as them. He just made it bigger, and he got affiliated with the gang, so like people thought he was hard or whatever. Which
I think there's something even worse about him than what Lil Tay did.
Oh no, that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
If he stoops to the level of an 8-year-old girl, or however old.
Well, how much blame can you even put on an 8-year-old girl, really? Because there has to be an.
There's people around.
Oh no, I know. No, I'm just saying.
Yeah, like, no, I understand what you're. It's a good example.
He's a clout chasing.
Yeah,
well, I was just comparing him.
It's the whole clout chasing part of.
Another great example would be the Paul brothers in general.
Oh yeah,
they are completely
or Rice Gum.
Rice Gum.
He's probably the best example of it.
Honestly, yeah. Rice Gum is. I'm not a huge fan of him either, but.
It's just like 6ix9ine is like a person who I will never respect for the simple fact that like he's a clear clout chaser. I understand he's came out. I don't know if you guys saw this. He's saying a lot of things like, "What would you do if you were in my shoes?" They tried to kill me. They threatened to kill my family, all stuff. But I'm pretty sure, like from what I remember, because like this is something we've like lived through because it's like a 2-year thing.
Yeah.
I remember at the time it was because he was gonna snitch because he got arrested on these other charges, which was what you read out, and then he was snitching in court. So then they threatened to do all this shit to him.
Yeah.
But like. It doesn't go both ways, man. Like, if you're going to associate yourself with these people, and you're going to use them as, like, protection, and you're going to use them, like, as a way to clout chase, be like, I'm a blood, whatever, like, then, like, you have to, like, when you get arrested, don't ruin their lives. Like, a lot of people are in gang, like, I'm not saying, this isn't going to go deep, but, like, a lot of people are in gangs for a reason, and he just associated with them for let's be honest, for clout. Like that's why he did that.
Well,
and he's a scummy person, and like he doesn't take accountability for it. He's almost blaming other people for what he did, you know. And it's like
it's a whole big thing of sort of if you're gonna be part of that, if you want to signify yourself, if you want to get famous off of that. And he built up this persona as being that guy.
Gang.
Like all of his music,
like
you listen to
all
all his
Bloods
music.
are in all of his music videos.
You listen to all of his music. It's literally all about crime and gangsters and all of this. Then you have to own up to it when you actually do get involved in some real crime and some real... Because these are not...
like face real charges.
Yeah.
Which he deserved. Yeah. Which I think he tries to get out of because he blamed... That's the thing, like, he's snitching to blame, but, like, put some responsibility on yourself. You put out a hit to kill Chief Keef. That's enough. Yeah. Joe Exotic's in jail for the same shit right now.
Yeah, exactly.
For life, basically.
Exactly.
So, take some accountability. And also...
That's another person that refuses to take accountability for anything Joe Exotic. I think he's hilarious, but he refuses to take accountability for the fact that he didn't write his own music, that he clearly... tried to put a hit out on Carole Baskin. I think everyone featured in the Tiger King documentary is not a good person.
Yeah, I agree.
Except for the people
producer, maybe.
Shaq.
The producer.
The guy with the cowboy hat.
He's kind of cool.
He was a cool dude. He worked for Inside Edition too, which was I thought was really cool.
He was crazy, but he was cool.
Yeah, and then the people that worked for Joe Exotic, I thought they were all John Rinke, all that whole crew.
Yeah. I think that like there's just people in the world that like refuse to take account of, like, and I know it's hard when you're put in that situation where you're about to go to jail for God knows how long. I forget what his was,
but it's not as hard when you rise to popularity, putting yourself in that situation.
And it's I think the big thing that bothers me about this whole situation is the way people can treat someone like that after the fact they've done all this shit. Like the fact that people, like Aiden, you said, when people are still out there, like Free 6ix9ine, shit like that. Like, the fact that people could even say that. Yeah. Like, the dude deserves to be in jail.
I even hesitate, like, the free Bobby Shmurda thing. Like, he probably did something. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I can't knowingly say free Bobby Shmurda just because I love his music.
Yeah.
Not love his music, but, like his music.
But the thing is, like, Bobby Shmurda I respect because he went and did his time and didn't complain. Exactly. And he's out now. And I think he's out now, right? He just got out, like, last year, the end of last year. But,
I didn't keep up.
But that's what I mean. Like, the guys like Free TK, like, I understand TK's young, or Free 6ix9ine, they all did some shit that they deserve to be in jail for.
Yeah.
If you're trying to hiring someone to murder someone, being in like, doing all these, what Aiden said, charges, getting involved with a minor and sexually assaulting them or whatever the fuck.
Sexual misconduct. Sexual misconduct,
yeah. Like, you deserve to be in prison.
Yeah, well, that's a great point. Like, if it was some guy who had all of his charges, but was named Thomas Jones from South Philly, and nobody knew about him, he was not famous, nobody would be saying, free Thomas Jones because he committed sexual misconduct.
It's just because they're a rapper.
It's just because
they have an influence. Fucked up, like, point of view.
You can't justify that just because you like their music.
No, yeah. Mm-hmm. I, honestly, if, like, for instance, I'm sure we would all feel the same way. If, like, one of our favorite artists out there gets arrested.
If Kanye West got arrested.
I would say, which would never it was happen. For the same
for a legitimate claim.
Yeah.
Then I would be like, he deserves to be in jail. I think people...
I would just have to be like, yeah, I love his music, but...
People, and I understand that there's...
And our justice, I will say, I'll preface this, our justice system is flawed. Very flawed, and I will stand by that.
Yeah.
But...
Well, the things he did are a crime in any society on the earth.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what that's the thing with, that's why I keep bringing up TK. He murdered someone, and he ran away from the cops. You can't be out there just because you like this guy's music and say free TK. Like,
yeah. People that say, who's the guy that murdered 2 people and then tried to make it look like an accident? Murder on My Mind guy.
I don't know.
What's his name? I'm gonna look it up. But to circle back quickly to the donation thing, the other thing I was gonna mention is it's Melly. I knew it was Melly.
YNW Melly.
Yeah, I had Melly in the back of my head. But to circle back to the donation thing, the other thing that popped into my head is you probably have a lot of private investors that are very wealthy, that are businessmen, work on Wall Street, anything like that are also donating money. If you accept a donation from this guy, there's a solid chance they're going to back out and stop.
Exactly. Because
they're a nonprofit. This organization, I remember reading that this was a nonprofit, and you got to think about that too. There's so many moving pieces that you can't just... I've seen multiple tweets about people saying, why wouldn't they just accept the donation? Like, Why wouldn't they? There's so many moving pieces to a nonprofit, and they're probably making enough money as it is.
Yeah, like $200K, while it is a lot of money, to them, they probably have guys, like you said, on Wall Street donating way more than that, one.
Yeah.
And two, like you said, like, them accepting that sets off a chain reaction
Of
events.
multiple moving pieces.
And, like, and people that are, like, getting upset about that, honestly, are just, like, they just need to
think a little bit.
Think. Because, like, and that's the whole thing, I think, with 6ix9ine that we're trying to get at, is, like, stop gassing up people who are doing bad things in the world.
You can like their music. I don't have an issue with that at all. I think his music is garbage. But
people have released music while they're in prison before. Like he could
Melly,
still service
Melly's literally releasing music.
I remember Kevin Gates was.
Yeah.
Kodak has.
Mm-hmm. But to circle back to Melly, there's people that are saying free Melly. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Have you guys seen what he did?
Yeah. No, he's crazy.
He literally murdered 2 people and then set it up, tampered the crime scene to make it look like it was an accident and that they crashed their car or something. Why would you say free Melly?
Yeah.
Why would you say that?
But then here's another thing. Like, I don't know if you guys saw, I think the guy who killed X recently, like, somehow, like, got out of his charges or something. Yeah, and then there's guys like that, they're like, oh, he needs to be in prison, blah, blah, blah.
For those of you that are listening to it, I just made a very obscene face at Max, like, what?
Yeah, like, yeah, exactly. Like, and these people, like, if the roles are reversed, say X is the guy who killed this kid, they'd be like, free X, whatever.
I love X.
I do too. Yeah, I do too.
R.I.P.
This is just an example because this guy.
But if he did something,
but like that's what I'm saying. Like, if for instance, if 6ix9ine.
Actually, speaking of X, he did.
Yeah, he did beat his girlfriend.
Beat his pregnant girlfriend.
Yes.
So, and actually, I've had a conversation with my ex about this. Like, she was like, "Why are you listening to his music?" I was like, "He's still got good music. I can't like."
But you're allowed to justify between the two.
Yes,
so
it's the same situation. I actually refuse to listen to R. Kelly's music because for a lot of
he did a lot.
Well, have you guys seen the documentary?
Yeah, I saw a little bit of it.
It's
pretty
disgusting.
It's kind of a lot.
It's disgusting. Like I broke down and cried during the documentary because I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
No, yeah.
Like he peed on a 15-year-old girl and made a sex tape out of it, and people just knew about it and didn't do anything. So that's one example that I refuse to listen to his music. On the flip side, Michael Jackson. I'm sorry, I don't condone what he did. But he's an iconic figure in music, and his music will always be good.
Well, and there's a lot of mystery shrouded behind him.
There's a lot of mystery.
It's always this,
and I think a lot of mental illness as well
Yes.
from him growing up in the situation that he grew up with his dad.
For sure. It's always this thing where people dig up dirt on popular historical figures and all these things, and not saying what they did was good or that we condone it, but there are separate things. Like not everybody that does something bad, not everything that they do is bad. Like there are good and bad things that every single person does.
There's a gray. There's not always black and white.
You can celebrate something that you really identify with and that has meaning to you, from a person who has probably done some bad things, but it doesn't mean everything in their life they've done is bad.
Yeah, and Max and I have had this conversation. You have to take everything as a situation by situation basis.
Yeah.
You cannot look at one thing. It's all about perspective. You cannot look at one thing and just make a decision about how you feel about it.
Mm-hmm. And that's the thing. We're not like here saying, don't listen to 6ix9ine because we don't like his music or whatever.
I don't care if you listen to 6ix9ine.
It's just we're saying don't gas him up for being a criminal and a scumbag.
Yeah, and don't say like people that were saying free. People that say free said rapper's name. Think about what you're saying.
Yeah.
Think about what you're promoting.
Because that's heavy, man. Like
don't get me wrong. I've
I've
jokingly said free Bobby Shmurda.
Oh, yeah. But think about the victims, man.
Yeah.
Like that's.
Think about all perspectives.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's basically I feel like our take on the whole 6ix9ine thing. But I don't know, man. Just listen. Just think. I guess the whole takeaway is just think more about
everything.
You know.
Yeah.
Don't take everything from what you see on social media. You know.
Yeah. If you have something that you really identify with, and that thing, like that content, that music, whatever, was created by someone who has done bad things and is or is not in prison or is just not a good role model, then you do take it with a grain of salt, but you can still celebrate it because it means something to you. Just because it meant like they did something bad doesn't mean that your emotional connection is any less valid.
I'm not gonna hate on people that listen to R. Kelly or like listen to Ignition. Like it's great, but like it's a good song, and but I just cannot like if it comes on at a party, I literally cannot
Yeah, if you bump R.
Kelly, that's the thing that you're saying. Like, a lot of times it will change your emotional connection.
Yeah, and
which it's like you can't do anything about it. You probably will never feel the same way that you felt about it before. But if you listen to a song and you're still like, I still feel something about this, then don't feel guilty about that. Don't feel like you're doing something.
If you
wrong.
like,
you can like the
I keep
art,
going back to the R. Kelly thing, but
you can like the art and not like the person.
Yeah, it's art. That's
exactly.
What it is at the end of the day.
You just have to be able to figure out. I mean, like a blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while. You know,
it's a great metaphor.
So
and Tekashi 6ix9ine is the blind
squirrel. Yes, he is.
Quite.
So moving on from that whole debacle,
shebang.
Yeah,
shaboople.
That's a good way to put it. We're gonna get into something a little bit more lighthearted. We have some pretty interesting, good would you rather / kind of wacky questions.
Well, so basically, Aiden found 2 pretty good questions of just would you rather, and I. From a while ago, because I'm a big fan of the videos, the Drunk Question, Jimmy Tatro and Christian Pierce that they do, and like Cody Ko is in one, and like they get guests or whatever.
Yeah.
But I went down and wrote down all the questions, and some of them are pretty vulgar, and you're not going to hear those because we're going to try and keep it clean. Relatively. I mean, obviously, this is Structured Chaos Podcast. It's not, you know.
You're going to hear Max dropping some F-bombs.
Yeah.
It's not going to be Welcome on Disney Channel.
But yeah, exactly. But we thought it'd be kind of fun to just kind of bounce around and think about some of these wacky questions, because there's some good ones, honestly. You don't have to be drunk to enjoy them either. They're hilarious, some of them. So
Aiden, sober questions.
Sober questions with the Structured Chaos
Podcast. I'll start with mine.
Okay. Aiden's gonna start with his, and then we'll jump into some of the ones from Jimmy Tatro.
So the first one, this is just kind of an introspective question. When you were younger, what did you want to be when you grew up? We'll stick with our format. Max goes first.
Okay. For me, mine was like, mine's probably cliche. I wanted to be a baseball player for the longest time.
Yeah.
And like, I think actually I wanted to be a baseball player until I was about 16 or 17. Like that was kind of my.
Yeah.
But that's because I was still good at baseball at that point. So like, you know, like.
All district over here.
All district. Didn't make the all decade team.
Nah. You didn't?
Logan Howe got it.
Yeah, he goes to Bloom.
Yeah.
Go Huskies.
He also got really sick, so.
Yeah. Great dude.
Yeah. But
I also interned with his mom at hospital because she's a nurse.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, they're
great fam.
Great fam. But I wanted to be a baseball player mainly just because I was a big fan. But I guess we don't need to delve too deep into these because we have a lot of questions. But I wanted to be a baseball player because I was good at baseball and I love baseball. So that was what I wanted to be for the longest time growing up.
Yeah. So for me, this is kind of a in-depth look at my life. You probably wouldn't tell by looking at me, but I'm like this mix of country I don't say urban,
rural,
like rural country,
rural contemporary teens.
Yeah, like by the way I dress and by the way I act, you wouldn't be able to know that I show pigs.
He looks like sometimes he dresses like he is in Outer Banks. But he's really not.
No, not even remotely. Like I did barn work this morning.
Yeah.
So so for me, what I always wanted to be was a bull rider. And
did you really? I did not know that.
That was my dream until I was like 10 or 11. And that's when I realized that all bull riders are like between 5'8" and 5'11", and they weigh like 135 pounds.
Yeah,
because literally you're riding a 2-ton, no, not 2-ton, that's a lot. A 2,000-pound animal.
Yeah.
Big animal.
A large animal that wants to kill you. You have to have a different mindset to do that.
You have to be pretty crazy, I feel.
And you also have to. The weight thing plays a huge role into that. Mm-hmm. I weigh 235 pounds. That is 100 more than every single bull rider. Yeah. There is no way.
You have to have a 4,000-pound bull.
Exactly. Well, I don't know about that, but like like the weight, like carrying the weight and like all that kind of stuff. It's just not. It wouldn't make sense for me. I'm also taller too, so that's the other part.
Not to mention extremely dangerous.
Oh, absolutely. And you don't make a whole lot of money either. You have to get really good to make. I think the best bull riders, most of them, like them being wealthy is like having a ranch. Like that's their version of being wealthy.
Yeah, it's sort of like the deadliest catch guys. Like it's a super dangerous job. You know?
Yeah, and there's a slim chance of making a crap ton of money. Like I feel like I'm gonna look up the net worth of the most popular. Like most famous,
I feel like yours
is
a similar line in the fact that it's not very realistic.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Well, none of like the childhood.
Oh yeah, I know.
Thing. Well,
I feel like a lot of people actually like feel like they know what they want to do at that point.
We'll get to mine.
See, this isn't... Okay, so for those of you that don't know, J.B. Mooney is probably the best bull rider. Well, I mean, everyone knows Lane Frost, but he was in, like, the, I think, 90s. And he was probably... He's like the MJ of bull riding. But he also died bull riding, so, like... That's why there's so much. That's why there's so much mystique around it. But JB Mooney right now is the best bull rider and has been hailed as probably. I think because it's changed so much, and there's honestly less chance of dying now. There's still a super high chance of dying bull riding.
Yeah.
But JB Mooney's net worth is $1 million to $5 million, which is a lot, but like it's not compared to like basketball players, or football players, or baseball players. Right. So, but yeah, that's what I want to be, bull rider. That was my dream.
That's pretty dope.
Rode around on a stick horse pretending I was Lane Frost.
That's so dope.
Yeah.
Did you like throw yourself onto couches and stuff too as like a preparation?
I always made it the 8 seconds, man. I didn't fail.
That's fair.
Why would I fail in my dream?
I don't know. Just like practice.
Why would I fail in my dream?
Oh, so I guess that leaves me. Mine was really sort of played down to what you guys wanted to do. I wanted to be a librarian. And
that is the most Noah thing I've ever heard. That's Noah.
I know that's your dream, but like why?
I want a full in-depth rationale, please.
I was really into books when I was a kid. I used to read about one every week if I could, usually more. And
I can't get over the fact that you wanted to be a librarian.
Nerd alert.
Now that as I learned more about the profession, I realized that it was a lot less glamorous than it seemed. Basically, I just wanted to sit around and read
When
books
did you
all day.
realize that being a librarian... I'm not trying to roast you here, Noah, but
that's
when did you realize that being a librarian was not glamorous?
Like when I got to middle school and I saw what their job actually was, and I was just, not dissing any librarians out there, but I aspired to be something. It wasn't what I thought. I wanted to sit around and read books all day because that's what I love.
That's not what they do.
That's what I still love. And it's not what they do. Most
all.
of it is just like you stamp stuff, you tell people to be quiet. I mean, that's a stereotype, but...
It's true, though.
Yeah.
And I feel like
in our high school...
Well, in like...
We all just quiver.
But like I feel like most of it is honestly like, especially in middle school, helping with computers.
Yeah.
Like,
it's just... I'm not... And now that I see that side of it, I don't want to be that person anymore. So
I understand the love of books, though.
I do. Yeah, I get why. It's like I love baseball. You love
country things.
Yeah, country things. And
I
you
wanted
love
to be
books.
A librarian. All right, so we have some questions here from the Jimmy Tatro drunk questions.
Wait, I have one more, Noah.
I'm sorry, I jumped the gun.
Noah jumped the gun.
The chaos got a hold of you.
Yeah, it did.
He got sucked in. Noah jumped the bull, if you will. Fell off the bull.
Didn't last the 8 seconds.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Jack Frost. What was the guy's name?
Lane Frost.
Oh,
not Jack Frost.
Jack Frost.
That'd be the
Santa's
villain
like
from Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you rather be stuck in a house with someone you hate or be stuck in a house alone?
Fuck. I don't know. What's the time? Like, for how long? Entire.
Why don't we
someone I hate.
Why don't we just say like a month?
I want to say someone I hate.
I kind of want to say indefinitely though.
Indefinitely. Okay.
I would say someone I hate because at least that things can get interesting. Like
Yeah, but you could die.
I don't think they're gonna kill me.
Well,
but at least things are interesting. Like I'm not just staring at a wall. Like I need some sort of social interaction.
Stimuli.
Yeah, I would go with someone I hate. And who knows? Maybe our hate becomes love, and it becomes a love hate.
I think it eventually does.
Right.
As these things do.
It has to.
Like I'm thinking if this was the last. If we were the last people on Earth, that's kind of how I'm picturing it.
Okay.
It's like the same thing. Eventually, you just break
it's
down.
Similar, yeah, for sure.
The passion of the hate builds up, and it becomes romance. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah, hate. I'd be stuck in the house with someone I hate.
Would it become romance though? Yeah, I'm picturing another dude.
Oh.
I mean, I guess it could be a girl. It didn't specify.
I was thinking. I was thinking a girl.
But
even if it was
the perfect situation,
even if it was a guy, we'll say it's the shittiest situation. It's a guy I hate. I'd still do it because things would be interesting.
Let's not pretend like this is the Middle Ages anymore, and we're having like blood feuds with people where we'd kill them.
Yeah, I don't think it would come to
We don't
that.
hate anybody that much.
Maybe fisticuffs, but
yeah,
not
but like after one time, you're like,
yeah.
I would go alone. I'm very confident in my ability to be on my own for a lot of reasons. I was not the most popular kid in intermediate and middle school. Spent a lot of Friday and Saturday nights alone.
Ledge.
Which is fine. I eventually got to the point where now I'm hanging out with people, so it's fine.
Yeah.
I've surrounded myself with some of the best friends I have. But I think I'm very good at being alone. So, for that reason, I am confident. I think I'd probably go crazy at some point if it was indefinitely, but I'd rather be alone. I don't think I'd want to be with someone I don't like.
Yeah.
Especially because, for me, when it comes to hating someone, I don't even like using the word hate, but strongly disliking someone, when it comes to that, it's about their tendencies and about what they do.
And like when you're in a house with them, that's all you see.
That's all you see. So for me, I'm going to go alone 100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
That's the reason.
I get that, yeah.
For me, I want to like clarify. I know you don't have all the answers, but will we get internet access?
I would assume. You're in a house. So
I'm just picturing like if
we were trapped in here.
in the just like imagine if you're trapped in the house.
You're
in
like
house.
Max's house right now.
Yeah. Well, then for me, I'd just go alone.
Yeah.
I'd say now with the internet, you have so many opportunities. Where
Exactly.
You don't have to feel like you're ever really alone.
Mm-hmm.
And with somebody I hate, it's exactly what you said, Aiden. It's just
It's
like
the
the
tendencies.
tendencies. It's the things that they do. Admit like the loud noises or something that they do. Like just something that will irk you to no end. And if you're in a confined space with them, it's not like someone where you hate them in the moment, but then as you leave, it fades away. It's like it's constantly rubbing it in your face, and I would just get so annoyed. It would get things would get so passive aggressive. I couldn't stand that. I'd rather be alone, and I'd be fine.
I totally get that.
Yeah.
I get that. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, now
to the Jimmy Tatras.
Now we move on to some of the Jimmers.
There's
one
Johns.
I picked out here that was really interesting. I think that we could all relate. So on this podcast, we tend to talk a lot about food because we all enjoy food. So
I'm a big guy. I like food.
Everybody likes food. Let's be honest. So this first one, I'm gonna say ideal sandwiches. Now, I know that's kind of a big bombshell, and you might not be able to think of it off the top of your head.
That's a great question, though.
That is a great question. I'm first, so I'll freestyle. Yeah. Well, so we're talking just like, so let's clarify sandwiches. Are we going, like you're going to the fridge, you're about to make a sandwich. I'm eliminating Subway and Subs. Like you can't, like you
but
can't,
like anything in the world is in your fridge.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that.
So I guess mine would be, so first I would say probably wheat bread, crisp wheat bread. Okay, and then mayonnaise on both sides. On both sides.
You're a big mayonnaise guy.
Yeah, I love mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise is a good combo.
Probably next would be the tomatoes.
Tomatoes are the reason tomatoes are crucial is they don't provide a whole lot of flavor. I don't think.
No.
But they provide a certain freshness and consistency
that
is crucial to any sandwich.
I'm not a fan of tomatoes.
So I would go tomatoes on one side, right? And I would go pickles on the other. So there's like that contradiction. Then I'll go lettuce on probably one of the probably the tomato side.
I'm very interested in what meat you're going to choose.
I think I got to go with turkey for the fresh. Because for me, this is like...
I do love turkey.
I like, because lemon and bologna is like my go-to sandwich, but I'm talking ideal.
Dude, people around the world probably have no clue what lemon and bologna is.
Yeah.
They know what bologna is, but like Lebanon bologna.
I don't like Lebanon bologna. I'm not a fan. There's something about how sweet it is that just gets me.
That's fair.
Turning me off.
You know, I would say BLT, but I'm going meat. So like, I'm going turkey for my meat. Maybe chicken, like roasted chicken. I'm gonna go roasted chicken. I'm gonna go roasted chicken instead of turkey.
Okay.
Because it's got like so freshness to it. So roasted chicken, I'd go provolone. And I'm trying to think if I want to
like the provolone choice. Provolone provides such a unique taste.
It does. I love provolone. I get that on all my subs.
No, what do you got to say? You gonna say you hate provolone too?
No, provolone's fine.
Okay.
I'm trying to think if
I neither love nor hate provolone.
I'm trying to think if I would throw...
Provolone's a neutral taste, I think.
Yeah, it's pretty neutral. I'm trying to think if I would throw onions on there. I don't think I would on this ideal sandwich. I think that my sandwich now...
Onions are a little too much.
Yeah, I think right now it's got a perfect freshness to it. So that's my sandwich. So wheat bread, mayonnaise on both sides, tomatoes, pickles, lettuce, honey roasted chicken, and provolone.
Oh, you switched up to the chicken. What happened to turkey?
Yeah, I went to chicken.
I missed that?
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
No, I was going to go turkey, but then...
Sorry.
Chicken just like...
Chicken is...
Yeah, chicken. I'm going chicken.
Yeah, they're pretty similar, but I think chicken provides a different...
Yeah, chicken has like a different flavor than
chicken. If it's done right, definitely gives it another dimension.
Yeah, and is better than turkey for sure. All right, so I guess I'm up. I'm gonna paint a picture for you, and I don't think any of you are ready for what I'm gonna do. So, we'll start with the bread. I'm gonna go a Martin's potato roll.
Oh yeah, classic.
I'm gonna put butter on each side. I'm gonna toast that baby.
Nice.
That's fair.
On a pan or skillet, whatever you want to use.
Can I just say real quick? This is the exact same way that Shake Shack makes their burgers, so I'm very intrigued. Martin's potato roll, butter on both sides.
Beautiful.
So from there, I'm gonna fry up an egg.
No way. You're going breakfast.
I've said this before. I'll say it again. Breakfast is my favorite time of the day.
Yes. You want breakfast?
Anyone in my family can attest to this. My dad always jokes with me. He's like, "You look so intent when you're making breakfast." I'm like, "I have a goal, and
I'm accomplishing it.
I want it. Food goes in my mouth.
I want it. I want it in my gullet."
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna fry up an egg. I'm gonna hit it with a little bit of garlic. What is it? Garlic powder.
Yeah.
Yeah, garlic powder, pepper, just a smidge of salt because I don't like to go too high on the sodium, especially because what else I'm gonna put on this sandwich. I'm also gonna fry up some ham. Preferably just some deli ham, honestly. Just a thin slice. Or honestly, what I like to do sometimes also is I prefer chipped ham over sliced ham 100%. I'll throw that in, fried up with the egg.
That's
honestly, I usually go 2 eggs. And then cheese, ham on top of the cheese, let it all melt together. I think that's a given.
Classic.
Yeah. And then this is the part that I don't think either of you are ready for. Once the bun is toasted, mayonnaise and a slice of tomato.
Ooh.
If you have never had tomato on an egg sandwich, you are missing out. There is something about the mayonnaise-tomato combo. I can literally just eat a tomato sandwich with mayonnaise and tomato and cheese.
Dude, that sounds so good.
It's so good. It is a
I'm delicious. Have to try that tonight if I have
It is a delicious little snack because it's not enough to fill you up.
Yeah.
But two tomato sandwiches are phenomenal. So that's my sandwich. Quick rundown: toasted bun, egg, American cheese, ham, tomato, mayonnaise on both sides. Actually, mayonnaise is just on the top one. I don't need too much mayonnaise.
Yeah,
that's fair.
But a good helping of mayonnaise.
Yeah.
Because the mayonnaise and the tomato, you need enough mayonnaise with the tomato to get that flavor. So.
For sure.
That's fair. Mine is kind of weird. I'm gonna say it's a lot of things that you wouldn't expect. So starting off with the bread, I'm gonna go with pumpernickel bread.
Wow.
I really enjoy a good pumpernickel bread.
I've never had pumpernickel.
I don't think
bread.
I like pumpernickel. I think I've tried it. I don't think I like it.
It's good. I enjoy it. It was a toss up between pumpernickel and sourdough.
That's weird.
I like both of them, but I'm gonna give the edge to pumpernickel. But you know what? Second thought, I'm gonna go sourdough. It fits better.
Wow.
It fits better with the flavors of this sandwich.
On the spot, flipperooski.
But I do like pumpernickel.
Fumblerooski.
Yep. So we're gonna go sourdough bread. I'm just gonna go with like toppings and stuff. So for toppings, I'm gonna go baby leaf spinach.
God damn.
I'm gonna go. Do you guys know like the spicy pickle relish you can get at Subway?
Yeah.
Yep. I'm gonna throw some of that on there.
I know what you're talking about.
And that's basically it for like the greens sort of thing. For cheese, I'm gonna go with smoked Gouda cheese.
Oh, Gouda.
I love smoked cheeses in general are the best. Smoked cheese is
smoked
amazing.
Cooper cheese.
Gouda.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what cheese is. Smoked cheese is the
smoked
amazing.
anything, not anything, but like
smoking babes.
Usually smoked things are the best.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with smoked Gouda cheese. I'm gonna go with a healthy little bit of prosciutto on there.
I don't even know what prosciutto is.
That's cheese, right?
No, it's ham basically. It's fancy ham sort of thing. But prosciutto is basically.
How do you obtain a prosciutto?
They sell it at Wise.
Do they?
Yeah.
Is prosciutto real? I'm questioning it now.
Conspiracy theories.
Prosciutto. It's like
I'm sorry, but prosciutto sounds like a made up word.
Yeah, it does.
It really does.
All right, it's just a fancy ham. It's just.
I'm
a fancy
clearly
ham.
not educated in my meats.
Yeah.
It's yeah. I mean, it is kind of fancy, but it's not that much more expensive.
Is it like something you would typically find at a wine and cheese dinner?
Yeah.
Like where you get up there and it's like on the...
Yeah.
And see, that's why I've never heard of it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm not a fancy individual.
Right.
No. this is like my ideal sandwich. It's not something...
No, I
understand.
understand.
And I very rarely
have
these around. I very rarely eat prosciutto.
Oh, I totally get it.
But it's I would choose that over...
Is it expensive?
It's not too much. You'd be surprised. It's not too much more expensive than like... I mean, there are stages
get some prosciutto.
There are stages...
Did I say that right?
Prosciutto.
Prosciutto. Scary.
Prosciutto.
There are stages to it, as with anything. Like, there's really cheap prosciutto you can buy, and there's top-of-the-line prosciutto.
Oh, well, that's
I'm going to say it's the
what
cheap
any meat-
prosciutto.
Yeah.
Did I say
Yeah.
it right again?
Yeah.
I can't tell.
I mean, you guys...
Next podcast, we're doing a
mukbang prosciutto.
Mukbang with
prosciutto.
That's
We'll
fine.
probably just video that.
Video.
Put that on the,
Yeah,
on
put
the
that
channel.
on
like
the
it.
channel.
It's just fancy ham, pretty much.
Well, now I gotta have it.
Yeah.
Well, we will have it. So, basically, that's it. And then, on the other side of the bread, I'm throwing down a little bit of mayonnaise mixed with sriracha.
Damn, the
And-
sauce.
Spicy mayonnaise.
That is how I'm killing it off. So, recap.
Killing it off.
Yeah, that's it. So, recap, sourdough, baby leaf spinach, the spicy pickle relish sort of thing.
I honestly, I didn't mention this at the time. The spinach is a move as well.
The spinach is.
I love spinach on
I
sandwiches.
think I just went. I like spinach, but
Yeah,
spinach
so-
is phenomenal.
Yeah, sourdough, baby spinach, spicy pickle relish, prosciutto, and then sriracha mayo.
We're making this sandwich at some point.
I think
Whether
it's
it's
a good
whether it's
sandwich.
whether it's
It is
for
a good
whether it's
sandwich.
for a video or not. But
Yeah.
I need to have this
It's super
sandwich.
good. Super good.
Amazing.
All right. Can I read the next question?
Yeah, sure, go for it.
I'm just gonna pick one at random.
Ooh.
This
Max is
this is
getting
gonna
it.
probably be
You can
wild,
give one,
boys.
too.
Oh snap! I forgot we all have them.
Yeah,
send 'em all.
you can give one too.
I gotta research now.
I'm gonna do a would you rather, like 1v1.
Here we
Good,
go.
I like this.
Here we go.
I'm gonna. Okay. Hang on. There's a lot, dude.
There's
There's a
so
lot of
many
good ones.
There's a lot of good ones.
Okay. Do you think that there's more doors open around the world or closed right now? Yeah.
That is a deep introspective question.
Yeah.
Who wants to? You want to go first on that one, Max?
I'll go first.
I think that's.
I think I've answered this before, but I feel like I don't remember
I feel
my
like
answer
we've
because it's
talked
so
about
deep.
this
Yeah.
before.
This is so deep that like I don't even remember what I said at the time. I'm gonna say closed. And this doesn't even have anything to do with late at night. I just think, generally speaking, like if you're thinking about car doors, they're normally closed when you're
I guess if we're talking right now, that's a difference.
closed.
Yeah.
Well, I just think at any time. But like if you think about, you go to a grocery store, right? Doors close and then they have to open, but they always go back to closing. When you're in your room, you like to close your door, you know.
Yeah.
But then again, you also have to think about the many doors that are just open randomly.
Which is where I'm going to go with this, and I think there's more doors open right now. Because there are so many doors inside of houses that... Hold on. I'm going to look up number of cars in the world just really quick, because I think that's crucial to me answering this question.
Yeah.
But like
All
some
car
of those,
doors are pretty much
Because
closed
car doors
always.
are...
yeah.
There's 1.4 billion.
So a lot.
But there's a lot of, but each
There's
house,
so many houses.
but
though.
each house, there's how many
And, like-
doors inside the house? Many more than.
Well,
So
there are
I'm,
just-
I'm still going to go open because
yeah.
I think within a house you have a larger tendency to leave a door open and just leave it open and not think about it. So I'm going to go open because for that simple reason of how many houses there are.
That's true, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's a higher
Like my bathroom doors are always open.
Yeah, there's a higher tendency to leave a door open.
I mean, not when I'm shitting, obviously, but
Yeah,
It's a
obviously.
whole nother ball game. I'm gonna go closed.
you going closed.
I'm gonna go closed
Team
just for
closed.
the fact that there's so many like just like barn doors, car doors, like shed doors, all
My barn
the
doors are
garage
open right
doors,
now.
garage doors, all these things that are just generally closed unless you're specifically using them. Not to mention the fact that the majority of people in the world do not live in like big houses, so there's
That's
very
fair.
few
That's
doors,
fair, yeah.
and most of them are just the front door, and there's pretty much always closed.
Okay.
So for that,
But for
like,
every small house, there's a mansion with 90 doors.
Mm-hmm.
Not for
yeah,
every
but I
small
feel
house.
like they're the small
For every, like,
houses
5
outnumber
Oh, I mean,
houses.
I'm just
The
playing devil's
mansions.
advocate because I agree with you, but
And how many mansions have 90
I'm sticking to my
doors?
guns here.
All right, fair play.
all right, next
Aiden,
question, Aiden.
You
All
want
right.
to give us a one?
Pee your pants in public or shit pants in private, but wait 3 hours to clean it up.
Oh,
Shit pants in private. Wait 3 hours to clean it up. I know it's gross,
Such a bold move.
but like,
Max.
dude, if you're peeing your pants, right? So if I'm about to pee my pants in public, that's everyone's gonna know about it. If I'm in private, I don't have to live with that, but I'll live with it. That was worse.
I'm peeing my pants in public, man.
ooh.
But
I
like
will
everyone
deal-
could see it.
Can they? Where am I? There's no stipulations here, Max.
But it says public.
I don't care. I will pee my pants in public over shit in my pants.
Yeah, for 3
And then wait 3 hours to clean it up.
But you don't have to
At least if I pee in my pants, I can like go immediately and go fix that situation. You gotta deal with Dookie in.
Know.
I don't care. And that goes back to me not caring what people think about me. I'm not sitting with Dookie in my pants for 3 hours.
Yeah, but what are you gonna think about more in a year? The fact that you dookied in your pants and let it there for 3 months? Actually, you might. Are you kidding me?
It's gonna haunt your dreams like 10 years down the line.
That's what I'm saying. I'm 100% pee my pants in public.
Alright, I'm torn on this one, but I think I'm with Max. I'm gonna go with in the pants for 3 hours. Just because the
You can, like, lay on your stomach.
Yeah, well, the thing is,
you don't have to, like, be sitting in the shit.
Everybody in private has done things that...
You have shit in your pants for 3 hours.
Oh.
You cannot justify that.
No, but the thing is, what I would say is,
But, like,
everybody in public or in private has done things where they're just like, I'm never gonna tell anybody about that, I'm basically just gonna forget about that and pretend it didn't happen. I mean, there's not too many examples
That's
of
what
that.
I'm doing with the peeing in public.
Yeah, but, like, the thing is, people could see that, and they're not
What if they
forget.
smell it and they're like, who the fuck pissed?
Or they see it happen, they see it trickle
Like,
down
you're at
their leg.
Walmart and there's, like, a pretty...
Would you guys still be friends with me if I peed my pants in public?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Enough said.
But nobody has to know that you did this if it's in private.
But what
That's
if
the
you're on
whole
a date
appeal.
and this girl watches you pee your pants and she's just like, this
I'm
kid
not
peed
peeing
his
my
pants.
pants on a date.
But
There's
you
no
had
chance.
What are we
of that.
talking about, like in the line at Walmart or something?
I'm thinking in a pretty... I would
thinking
assume it's a
Walmart.
heavily public place, so like a grocery
So, like,
store,
yeah.
super center, mall, anything like that. I'll take
Ball
that.
game.
I'll take that ball.
See, even if you're in public, you still have to deal with the piss being all in your pants. You still have to go home and change.
Yeah, and you have to leave the bathroom at some point.
Well, I guess that's not true if you're at Walmart, because
Like-
you can just buy some, like, gross pants.
Yeah, but you still have to buy the pants. So there's gonna be.
I
like,
think I can just
something.
rectify the situation. I'm not dealing with poop in my pants for 3 hours.
Yeah, but nobody.
Well,
has
I'm
to
gonna
know how you-
rectify my...
Me fundamentally
Oh, God.
will not sit with poop in my pants for 3 hours.
Yeah.
I fundamentally am not okay with that.
I can do it.
I could just forget about
Like,
those 3
if-
hours.
I
If this blows up, I would do it. Imagine that being known for what, like
that's
how-
a grabby video title right
Yeah.
there.
If this blows up,
Max shits in pants.
I will-
3 hours.
I-
Parenthesis. Crazy.
I will not be associated
gross,
with
smelly.
I will not be associated.
But you were
with
just
that.
on my side. You said you were on my side.
I am on your side, but it doesn't mean I'm gonna do it, man.
This is hypothetical.
Oh, it's supposed to be private, so nobody knows. That's the thing. That's why I'm on your side. I'm not gonna do
Well,
it for
I just took that
views.
next step and made it public. Alright, we gotta move
All right,
on from this question.
Here's the deal. If this blows up, Max will do it and do a recap video because it has to be in private.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah, don't show the process. I do not want to see the process of this.
Like, I have a cam. Like,
That'd be,
on my
that'd be a
ass.
bold thing to put on the
I have, a
internet.
I have a cam, like, above my ass, so you, like, see myself shitting in my pants.
That's disgusting.
That would be taken down so fast.
I put it on
Would
Vimeo,
it,
bro.
though?
Vimeo doesn't give
Would
a
it,
fuck.
How long did it take for Logan Paul's video to
Yeah,
get taken down?
and he's super famous.
That's what I'm
Like,
saying.
Yeah, but that's definitely in YouTube's guidelines of like.
Is it?
show me the artwork so
Is
I
that
can shit
what?
myself.
Is that what you want to be known for?
YouTube, show me the article where I can't shit myself. Because I'll prove you
God.
wrong.
All right, moving on.
Okay,
Next
moving
question,
on.
Noah.
So,
disgusting.
do we want to do more questions?
Let's do one each, and then
One
we'll,
more each?
We'll wrap. We'll go to.
Okay, a quick one. We'll do a quick one each.
Yeah, quick one. Let's keep it light.
Yeah.
Keep it
Okay.
fluffy.
All right.
Fluffy.
I like that you keep doing some ASMR throughout the podcast.
It's how we get views for
Is it though?
ladies.
Put in parentheses ASMR on the.
ASMR shitting myself.
Okay.
Live
okay,
on
I got
camera.
one.
Exposed
So,
in parentheses.
Biggest animal you could kill with a sword.
Well, instantly, big. I could kill the fuck out of a giraffe with a sword.
No, that's actually a good one.
Yeah, because you're just like you can just like run under its big legs and just stab it a bunch of times. Like I kind of want to show the camera this, but like I'm afraid. Yeah, actually, I'll just like talk about it. So basically, like you could still like if this is the giraffe above me, right?
Okay.
The giraffe's above me.
Hey,
I'll
we
just-
have the sword that you can
Oh
actually.
shit! Actually, there's a sword, but it's like really. I'll just take the knife for now because I don't want to hit the top of my thing.
Okay.
This is really sharp. So basically, you can just take the sword. Like if there's a say this is a giraffe, you just take the sword like this, okay?
I like the demonstration.
And
right
you
now.
run like this.
That was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
And you just shred the fuck out of its gut. You just like, bring shred its gut. It's pretty simple, really.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. I
Aiden
mean,
and I just look at each other when you were on I did not know you were gonna do it.
but yeah, no, that's basically what you do.
So that's a good answer.
You
That's
could
a
just
good
shred
answer.
its gut, and it
That's
would
a
just
lot.
all of its insides. You might get some insides on you, but I think you could get out of there before.
That's
it
like the
collapses.
most peaceful big animal that I could think of. That's a good.
Yeah, I'm not saying I would want to murder, but the biggest animal I could kill with a sword is a giraffe.
That's fair.
I don't want to kill a giraffe.
Was that I thought it was just any. Is it biggest animal?
Yeah,
Biggest
biggest
one
animal
you
you
can
can
kill
kill
with
with a sword.
No, I'm gonna pass to you. I gotta think about this some more.
I think I've got one. So, mine. But no, but my stipulation was like, I could kill a blue whale if it's out of water. But that's kind of dumb.
That's
Yeah.
dumb.
With a sword, though.
I could kill a blue whale if it's out of water with a sword. You just stab the thing.
Yeah,
But that all right. I agree. That's a stupid.
I was gonna
like,
go
fake way to
whale,
think
but the more
about
you
it.
bring it up, it's like nah.
You
I
can't
definitely-
kill a whale in its natural habitat. Like first.
I think the animal
I
you
could
have
kill-
to. It's
I
like
could kill a whale in its natural habitat.
Could you?
with a sword, though.
Those things swim at like miles deep. In
With
the
a
ocean.
sword, though, and it's
Give me
huge.
some scuba gear, bro.
With a sword.
With a
like
sword.
a sword in the water is so hard to swing. And like those things swim fast.
I don't know, man. I think I could do it.
Like if you want to see Aiden try to kill a whale with a sword in the Atlantic Ocean.
Yeah. Max, that giraffe.
ASMR scary.
That giraffe one was super good. Like,
That was a solid
I can't
one.
think of an animal that's bigger than a giraffe that I would kill. For real.
I'm gonna go ostrich. How big's an ostrich though?
They're not that big. Not compared to a giraffe.
That was such a.
The only
perfect
thing I
answer.
can think of now is like
Dude,
an
ostrich
elephant,
would
and
be
there's-
harder to kill than a giraffe.
I can't kill an elephant.
Nobody's
No,
Nobody's
I don't
killing
know
an
that.
elephant.
No.
I was gonna go hippopotamus, but those
Nobody
things are deadly.
Dude, nobody's killing that. Kidding me?
I was gonna say like.
Kidding me?
You kidding me? What's a big
What's a
animal? It's like giraffe
big-
is a perfect one.
Giraffe
You're right.
is the perfect. You know what? I could kill a moose with a sword.
Yeah.
I think I could do it. They're really flighty, and if you give me a sword, I think I can. I'm quick enough. I don't know. I'm gonna go moose. I think I could kill a moose
That's
with
fair.
a sword, and that's
Okay.
probably the big. They're huge
I got
though.
one.
Moose or mice?
It's just moose.
It's just moose.
Yeah, it's just moose.
Thank you, Noah. That's why you're in charge here. The moose. I think I could kill a moose with a sword, and that's probably the biggest animal other than the giraffe. Giraffe was a perfect answer, like
Yeah.
you said before.
Yeah, mine's not as big as a giraffe, but if that.
Wait, I take it back. Before that, camel.
That's
Go-
oh,
son of
mine,
a gun.
man.
All right, I'll stick with moose.
Yeah, mine was gonna be camel. I just think
That's a
camels,
solid answer.
they're really slow and they're kind of big, but they're not too big, and you could definitely kill that thing.
I think the
easily.
moose is a little unrealistic. The more I think about it,
I mean, but yeah, I guess camels are slow. Moose can be fast, but remember we said
And moose has a way of defending itself with the antlers.
yeah, that's true. Camels are kind of just screwed.
Yeah, but the giraffe is definitely the ideal one.
yeah, it's perfect.
I
I think
think
camel
moose.
and giraffe are probably the two.
Yeah, but giraffe is way bigger than camel. So,
All
all
right.
right, Max, you wanna hit us with another one?
Yeah. There's just a lot. I'm just scrolling through.
There is a
Dude,
lot.
I gotta say that when Max ran across with the
That was
with the dagger,
hilarious.
that was the
Oh,
funniest
I wanted to
thing.
ask
That
this
was
one
hilarious.
before.
Okay, go for it.
So, would you rather have a nipple-sized penis
Oh, I like this
or a
one.
penis-sized nipple? And I think to clarify, it would be like, what's like the general average for penis? Like 4.5, 5 inches,
Something
Probably.
like that.
5.5, whatever
I
it
think
is.
it's like 5.
Around that.
It's not like you don't have a micro penis for nipples. Like you have a penis for nipples. You know,
Yeah, a substantial penis. Yeah.
like it's not like you can't just. There's no loophole here.
Mhm.
So, for me, penis-sized nipple, nipple-sized penis. I think I'm gonna go nipple-sized penis.
Wow.
Max,
Dude, you want to be walking around.
you read my mind.
Thank you.
I'm going nipple size. Dude,
You have to walk around like this for your entire life.
you got dicks hanging off of your
and like they're gonna get
chest.
erect occasionally, maybe. Like when they get
I-
hard.
Are we
That's not
assuming?
hard.
I
Well, no,
feel
but
like,
your nipples
I feel
get
like,
hard though. So
But it's not like that your nipples are penises. It's just that they're that size.
yeah, but they still get hard. Is my point.
What? But that wasn't part of the thing.
But your nipples get hard. It's like
I think it can be
Yeah,
assumed.
but like they wouldn't like. Is that?
I think it can be assumed
yeah.
that-
That's what I mean. I think it's
okay.
the peni on your chest.
either way. Even if they were like
Regardless, I'm still going nipple size penis.
Yeah. Because even if someone could love you for your nipple-sized penis,
Maybe.
but I think like you have to like every time you have a shirt off or even on, you can always tell that you have penis-sized nipples. So
Yeah.
I just think that's tough to just.
And it's just really intense.
Yeah.
Really intense to like. Yeah, I'm with Max on this one.
Yeah,
Are you gonna argue? Are you gonna argue?
I am.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with the penis-sized nipples, just because I think there are ways to hide them. There are ways to hide them.
How would you hide them?
Just wear like 2-3 sweatshirts.
2-3.
Yeah,
it's a lot of sweatshirts, man.
I know it's a lot of sweatshirts,
People are
but
so
if you have a nipple-sized penis, not even mentioning like everybody like can imagine what would be the problem with that, but even the things like going to the bathroom, if it's nipple-sized, do you realize how long you're gonna have to pee for? Like the urethra would have to be so small, so your stream's gonna be so small. You'd be there for like 10 minutes every single time. Not to mention it would cause like.
I mean, that's a risk I'm willing to take for years and years of mortification.
You know, now that I think about it, I think I might change my thing. Because it would make things easier. You could cross your legs. You could get really small in like small spaces. You would never have to worry about anything like in sports, like anything hitting you.
I do think sex would be.
You still balls.
Yeah, you still.
Okay.
I think fornicating with your woman would be sort of
unfortunate.
Like,
well, that's the obvious drawback.
That's the only really drawback.
Yeah.
And for that reason, I think it's the way to go.
There's a lot of other drawbacks. Like, because I feel like I could get through life being single forever. I could get over that obstacle.
As stated earlier, I'm fine being alone.
But the public embarrassment, I don't know, and that would do a lot to your mental.
Okay,
I mean, both would.
I think I'm changing
of 5-inch nipples.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like if you're
5 inches is decent.
Like, say you're at like your boss's pool party.
I think there's a factor we're forgetting about, and that the penis-sized nipples are still nipples.
Yes.
No, I've taken that into account.
Oh, okay.
Like big long snakes.
I'm dumb. I just didn't take that into account. I was picturing penis.
Like actually,
that'd be worse.
Yeah. That'd be way worse. Way worse. Yeah.
Either way, I'm still sticking with my.
But it's still.
I'm sticking to my guns.
Okay, I'm gonna convert to your guys' side.
Thank you.
All right.
Aiden?
One more question for all you ASMR listeners.
Aiden, hit us up.
One Pokemon as a pet.
Damn, that's deep.
It is real deep. I already have mine, but I already knew what I was going to ask. So
yeah, that's fair.
As a pet, that's tough.
If you want me to go first, I can.
Yeah, you can go first.
Right.
Piplup.
He would be a cute pet. He or she.
Not even that, but like the powers included.
Oh yeah.
Water continuously. Yeah, I'm 100% going Piplup. Not only is it cute, but solid powers as well.
I think you gotta go water type almost for pets because like
you could go grass type. Turtwig was on my mind.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because like fire, you can't.
Bulbasaur was on my mind as well.
You touch a Pikachu and you get Well, I guess Ash doesn't, so never mind.
Yeah.
Or Ash doesn't get electrocuted.
Ground types.
No, yeah, you go.
Okay, mine is this might be it. Like, I'm just gonna go Arcanine. Just because of the pure badassery of it.
Yeah.
Like, you have like a 10-foot dog next to you that's like fire. Nobody will ever mess with you.
Well, he's not even like, he's just furry.
Yeah,
so
he's fury, but he has fire.
Breathe fire? Yeah, no, you're
like,
right.
Nobody will ever mess with you. Your house will never get robbed. And plus, he's like a cute little pet that you can play with. I mean, he's not cute little, but he's a pet. He's
a solid homie.
He's a dog.
I think, and to go to the solid homie thing, I wanted to say Charizard, but I don't know. I don't really want to.
It's a risky move.
I want to go.
Where would you keep a Charizard in your house?
That's what I mean. I would go Blastoise because he's just a brick shit house. He can protect you whenever, and he would be a cool homie.
Yeah. So you guys went with third evolutions. I stuck with.
I'm
envisioning.
But if I had to, honestly, I think where I was leaning towards was a Squirtle. If I had to go,
yeah,
like it's the same line. Yeah. So I guess you could say Squirtle eventually Blastoise.
Yeah.
Wurtzertool kind of sucks though. I wouldn't want a Wurtzertool. I would skip that.
And if it evolves in Poleon, so dope. Could ride him.
That's what. But like, wouldn't Blastoise be dope? It's just like a brick shit house.
It would. I like the usage of brick shit house.
Because that's what he is, basically.
He's got 2 cannons on the back of his shell.
Imagine that, dude. You're just like walking in the mall with a Blastoise. Cool. And he can give you a hug whenever you need it.
Oh, yeah, man.
Snorlax would suck. You would be cuddly, but it would sleep the whole time. Like, you couldn't interact with it.
Yeah. If you don't
want to play a flute to wake it up.
Mm-hmm. Like, all of the Pokemon might have problems, Like what I mean, like
oh yeah,
logistical modern day problems. So if you just want something that's out of your hair, Magikarp is always an option.
Throw it in a fish tank.
Yeah, just throw it and like forget about it.
Flush it down the toilet.
Any fish Pokemon really.
Yeah, like if you want something that's not going to be in
be
your
a problem,
hair, then you just pick Magikarp.
I almost picked Lucario, but that's like too crazy.
Once again, dangerous.
Yeah, like a modern day society.
I mean, they're all dangerous, but like.
But Blastoise is controllable. Lucario is just like he's unhinged.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, that's beautiful.
That's for the same reason I didn't pick Mewtwo. It's just kind of like
Mewtwo.
It's just too much.
I'd be scared of like Mewtwo like chilling with me.
It's too much. Like he'd be a dope homie.
Imagine picking
Abra. Well, actually, in a street fight, but it's too much.
There's definitely some stoners out there that would like Abra as a pet. Just imagine that fucking thing.
Oh, absolutely.
But
hypnosis.
He would also destroy them.
Yeah, he'd be scary
mentally.
Yeah. So
and emotionally.
I think. Wow. So
redo.
Yeah, redo. So those are the questions that we have. Another topic that is really hot right now, shall we say, is The Last Dance.
The MJ doc.
Yeah, the MJ doc that is
Jordan.
Really taking the world by storm. Everybody is tuning in on Sundays to watch it, except for me.
Except for me.
Except for me, Max.
They just want to binge it. I get it.
Yeah, well, I do.
Which I can in like a week, I think.
Yeah,
sure.
It'll be on ESPN.
Yeah, but it's
probably Disney Plus or something.
It's really unavoidable to. Like, it's really... Yeah, it is unavoidable. It's an unavoidable topic and an unavoidable thing to... Because you see it everywhere on Twitter, Instagram, wherever you go. You're going to see things about it. And plus, we already know the series, so we... Or the... Like, the...
We know what happened.
Yeah, we know what happened, so we can talk about it. So, I think I want to defer to Aiden, because you have watched it.
MJ moved to GOAT for me over LeBron.
Really?
Because of this documentary.
See,
he was...
Different.
I am lost for words at how amazed I am at him and his ability to just take over a game over the littlest shit. Like at one point, I don't want to get too much into the doc because you guys haven't seen it, but at one point they were playing, I think the Suns or somebody in the playoff series, and he was a coach at North Carolina when MJ was there, and he didn't say hi or even acknowledge MJ. And MJ just goes, "That's all I needed. I was gonna whoop his ass." Like his will to win. He did whatever he needed to do to win.
Yeah.
And it's so insane. And then the thing that really got me was these last two episodes. The emotion of his dad getting murdered.
Yeah.
His dad getting murdered. And then him having to step away from the game for like however long it was. I think it was like a year or something like that. Over a year. And then to come back and dominate further. It is just insane. And so yeah, for me, GOAT status. And the other thing I love, like I said before, is when he the smallest thing could happen, he was like, "That's all I needed. I was gonna whoop his ass." I was like, that's so badass.
That is badass.
Yeah. Like his will to win is just insane.
I would say like for me, like I don't know if he gained respect or lost respect in a way from what the things I'm hearing. I mean, obviously I haven't seen it. But like,
I think you'll change. I really
maybe when I see it, I'll change my mind. But like from the things I'm hearing, like he comes off just like as an asshole.
Oh, he's a not that great of a human being.
That's what I mean, and I think that's why LeBron remain like even further solidifies like he's the GOAT because he represents what basketball is to me. And I know like I don't want this to become a LeBron versus MJ thing, but
yeah, no, we've already kind of discussed that a little bit.
Yeah, MJ just like him being an asshole like loses a lot of respect for me. Like I don't know. Something about the way he treated people was just like not cool. Like he punched Steve Kerr in the face.
Yeah.
Like LeBron would never do that.
Phil's fault.
I know. Well, I know, but I'm just saying like he was like I understand he motivated people to win, and like that's probably his argument and other people's argument. Like
who else?
Like hey, I won. Whatever.
Who else has in the modern era? Who else has 6 championships?
Yeah, exactly. But
6-0 too.
6-0. Every time he went to the finals, he took care of business.
I know.
No game sevens.
But that's the thing. Like him treating people, I guess it has lost respect for me the way he treated his teammates.
I would say I'd agree with that.
Like
but
that's
the argument there is always going to be you didn't win.
Yeah, well, yeah, like the argument I think would always be how he treated his teammates. I think his argument would always be that's how you get the most out of them. Like if you look at like obviously LeBron has never I mean, maybe it's different behind closed doors, but what we perceive
it's
is
not. Yeah,
like LeBron has never treated his teammates that way, and I think we would know in this social media day and age. That's what I mean. Like a lot of people, the majority of people didn't know that Jordan did as many things. They knew what he was like, but they didn't know he did as many things.
Kyrie gets in like one fight, and you hear about it 2 seconds later.
Yeah, that's
like,
the thing.
If MJ was, like you're saying, like if MJ did
Kyrie,
this
if
shit,
they made, that's why I'm saying.
I don't like him either.
That's why I'm saying, like the modern era. If they made a documentary about like LeBron's career in this period right now, it wouldn't be that groundbreaking because I'm just like we know that's pretty much everything that's happened.
I mean, like my dad and like people that lived through it, they know too. All this stuff that
but like social media and all these things, like behind closed doors.
Yeah,
all the stuff that's coming about.
My dad's seen some stuff that he was just like blown away by because he didn't know it.
We wouldn't be really blown away by anything that would show us on a LeBron doc, really, unless it was like his personal life. But like in his basketball court, relationships between teammates, we pretty much know everything.
Even if he does get pissed, like with JR, I think 2 years ago in the finals. And he didn't even. He was over it pretty quick, but like obviously in the moment.
Yeah.
JR.
Yeah, exactly.
What didn't they have a lot less like get interviews back then, like post game interviews and pre game interviews, all this stuff?
Not with MJ. MJ, the media swarmed him.
Okay, yeah, that's fair, but still, like the social media.
The social media aspect is completely different.
Yeah,
but I don't know, man. Like just some of the things I've been hearing, like it's
that's fair.
Mm-hmm.
I can't understand how people. Like I understand it, I guess, but I don't know, like how you can defend being that much of a dick to your teammates, even though, like he won so much. It's I don't know.
All of his teammates, the interviews with his teammates are great because they all are like, yeah, he's the worst. He is probably not the worst, but like
I know what you're saying.
He was a dick, but they won. They have 6 rings. You know, some of them have. I guess actually, I don't think anyone from
Pippen does.
Pippen does.
Or was Pippen not there the first time?
Doesn't he? Doesn't Kerr's 5?
No, he only has like 3, I think.
Kerr came on the team in the year he played baseball.
Does Rodman have 3?
Rodman has 5 because he was with the Pistons.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
yeah. But yeah, that story's really cool too.
Yeah.
Rodman's because he was whooping MJ's butt.
This is coming out. Really, this documentary, aside from MJ, the second greatest storyline is put some respect on Dennis Rodman's name.
Absolutely.
That's the second.
I've always known that, and I think we're getting a new light on that. The dude went to Vegas for like 3 days in the middle of a season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Like a honeymoon.
For what?
Well, like.
And he still was a beast.
Slanging Carmen Electra at the same time. Like what?
And he still played.
He's like one of the best defenders of all time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if not the best,
One of the best rebounders too.
I don't know. I think there's a lot of. I have to go watch it, obviously. But
I think you might change your opinion a little.
I'm sure I will once I watch it. It's hard because I just don't know how you justify that. I mean, like I said, he won, but it just sucks that he had to come at the cost of his teammates.
Yeah, but I feel like his argument would be that was the only way he could achieve this much. As it had to be a necessary sacrifice.
No, yeah, and I get that. That's what I'm saying. Like I understand that. It just sucks that it had to come at the expense of his teammates.
You look at all these caveats with LeBron's career that we caveat him. What is he like 2-3
and 6?
3 and 6 in the finals.
But he's been to the finals 9 times.
Yeah, but for all those losses, you could. I mean,
it's also a different.
He's also had a longer career than Jordan. We could say that. Has he? As of now?
He also didn't step away from the game.
Yeah.
He didn't step away from the game either.
MJ played for.
But with all of LeBron's
played over 10 years.
With all of LeBron's losses, you can caveat him with being like, oh, the first time his Cavs team was trash, he carried them. Oh, he carried the Cavs basically. Oh, the Mavericks got hot at the right times.
This is what I'll say about LeBron. He does the most with the least.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I don't think that's like Jordan always had more than him. But what I would say is
I don't know about always. At the beginning,
pretty much had more than him.
They some garbage players.
Yeah, but like
except for Charles Oakley. But.
What I would say is with that, but with Jordan, there's never that caveat. There's never that doubt, because you never have to caveat saying, oh, but like they only lost the finals because Michael didn't have a good game or the opponent was too good. He made sure there was no doubt
he was going to win.
He was going to win. There was no doubt.
The other storyline from this documentary that I love is B.J. Armstrong, which not many people know who he is because he was a backup. I think he was backup for most of his time with the Bulls.
Yeah. But
then he went to another. I forget what team he went to. I'm gonna look it up briefly. But he went off in a playoff game against Jordan, and he like made a little gesture after the game when he went off, and Jordan the next game just destroyed him. I think he had 4 points the next game or something like that. And this is his former teammate.
Yeah.
And it's just insane.
He was not messing
I just think like another thing that bothers me back to like the teammates at the expense of his teammates thing is like I don't think Jordan could have ever played with Kevin Durant or Kyrie.
I guess it was the Warriors.
Like
that's interesting.
Really, that's crazy.
No, it was the Hornets. Okay.
Okay.
It was the Hornets.
But like LeBron has played with Kyrie, Kevin Love. Like I understand that Michael Jordan, but like Michael Jordan, there's no way he could have played with another big ego. I understand he dealt with
Scottie Pippen low key was a big ego, but he was definitely more of a team guy than Jordan.
That's what I mean. Like imagine if MJ had to be on a team with Kyrie. Someone like that.
Well, I don't think he would have needed someone like that. I think it's just two different eras where.
Well, I'm just saying, like I'm not saying as far. I'm just saying, like I think because of his personality, he, like it goes to the fact that me saying like LeBron is my GOAT because he can coexist with shitty egos, and
that's fair.
If you look at it, MJ's potentially the worst teammate ego of all time.
Yeah,
that's
well,
I don't know.
It's like looking at different eras in sports in general because. You know, you have this with basketball, you have this with football, and what I would even say is I'm really into soccer and like professional soccer. You have this with soccer a lot. Is all these old players would say, are talking about the modern game and saying all these guys off the field and off the court and stuff. They're all friends. In our time, we were enemies, and that was it. We were all enemies. We weren't going out to dinner with them. We weren't partying with them. We were all enemies off the court. And nowadays, you look at LeBron. He's friends with KD. He's friends with Kyrie. He's friends with all these guys. Yeah. Or at least he talks to them and
I don't think he's friends with Steph.
Well, maybe he's not friends with Steph,
but they're like friendly, and that's a social media.
They're like, but like Jordan would know. You would know that you're his enemy.
Jordan still hates Isaiah Thomas to this day.
Well, that's
and it's like the Bill Laimbeer, Larry Bird thing. It's like they still are not over it. It's still like an enemy thing, and I think that is a mindset that's not for better or for worse.
Yeah. I don't know. It just I don't know. I'm just saying it just sucks that a lot of the things that MJ did, he treated people like shit.
Yeah.
That's basically the bottom line, is what I'm trying to get.
I mean, it's up to him at the end. Was it worth it to get his rings? He'll probably tell you yes.
I mean, I
whether
think
he actually believes that.
It just, I don't think he cares.
Bottom line, MJ's now the GOAT for me.
That's cool.
And it's kind of crazy. I had a feeling that it would happen with this documentary, and it did. It did.
It just shows how different he was. To everyone.
Yeah, I think they're. I don't know, because like LeBron's my guy. You know what I mean? Like for some people it's Kobe. Some people like for most people it's MJ. Like for me it's LeBron.
Well, Kobe is a lot more comparable to MJ than LeBron is. Let's be honest.
He's identical. Yeah, he's identical, like to a T.
To a T.
Yeah.
Yeah, like pretty much same height, same like shooting form, everything.
Kobe wanted to be MJ, so
yeah.
Yeah, would Kobe have been as
people
good as
kept
he was?
comparing him and Kobe goes, whoa. Everything I do is from MJ.
Yeah, you know it's like, would he have been as good of a player if MJ didn't exist? Probably not.
No, he would have been.
That's a very hypothetical situation.
Like, would LeBron, but then you can say, like, LeBron's game is so much different than what MJ was. Yeah. And it's almost two different things. Like, LeBron was, his athleticism and size, it's like if you were trying to construct a perfect basketball player, you'd come out with LeBron.
And we're about to see, I think we're about to see Giannis take it to a completely different level.
But the only thing I worry about with him is, like, you look at LeBron, you look at Jordan, you look at Kobe, there weren't any discernible flaws in their game. Giannis does have some kind of flaws. Like, he's not a great perimeter shooter. He's not a great...
I just think
if you look at LeBron's career, he's continuously got better at shooting, and I think
Giannis is still young.
Giannis is so young, and I think we're about to see something game changing with Giannis. I think
he's not like
that's injury bearing. That's like a perfect scenario. I think Giannis has potential to become the GOAT or in the conversation for me. Yeah. Yes, dude. His inside game is almost perfect at this point. He can just like people make the argument, he just tromps over people. Like, no, dude, he just dominates. And then if he adds perimeter shooting to his game, I think we're about to see something transformative.
What I would say is I don't think he enters that conversation for me now or ever. Probably, and
obviously not.
I know he has a potential to go and achieve way greater things. But for me, there are weaknesses in his game that I wouldn't see in any of the other three that we just named, or even people like Larry Bird, like a Will Chamberlain. Not that I know about Will Chamberlain, but things like that you hear. Even like a Shaq. I mean, Shaq had obvious weaknesses, but he was so dominant at what he did. Giannis is not that dominant yet. Yeah. He will probably get to that point.
I think
he
will.
He's not a great perimeter shooter.
No,
His
you're
dribbling,
right. No, you're right.
His dribbling is good, really good, but it's not great.
Everything you're mentioning, though, I think is not easily, but is improvable.
His passing is definitely improvable, but it's not LeBron or Jordan or Kobe level right now.
Yeah, but I mean, those are I don't know. It's just, it's hard to say. Like, the dude's 20, whatever, 4. I don't know.
Yeah, but you could take LeBron at 24 and compare them. And
that is a good. Well, I mean, I still think that's true. Giannis is like unlike any player we've ever seen. I think though, in a way.
He's called the Greek Freak for a reason.
Yeah, but we also take into fact.
I think like Giannis defensively is a lot better than any of those guys ever were. Which is
probably.
Yeah,
but
that's what I mean. Like he's just a different
so
player.
much better shooters. They're out of this light years compared to Giannis.
I know.
Shooting.
Yeah.
So,
Anyways. One last thing about The Last Dance before we move on to our top 5 for this evening. Put some respect on Charles Barkley's name.
Oh, for real?
Please.
For real.
There was comparisons to him and Draymond. Absolutely not.
Draymond's kind of booty.
Not even close.
Draymond gets stats, but he's a booty at the same time.
Yeah.
Does he but
he's almost had a quadruple.
You look at it. You look at his. Does he get stats without KD and Clay and Curry?
He does the stuff that they don't do.
That's true. That's a good point.
Yeah, but like you look at him this season.
Maybe not.
That's what I mean. Like it's a.
He wasn't averaging any stat. I don't think he was averaging any stat in double digits.
That's what I mean. Like it's fair to say because like Steph doesn't want to rebound.
You look at Barkley and the Sixers. He was on his own. He was always on his own.
Yeah.
You look at Draymond on his own.
He's not that good.
Yeah,
you can't.
And he even had D. Russell for a little bit.
Yeah, you can't compare them at all. Yeah. I think Charles Barkley is far better.
Let's just put it like this: Charles Barkley won an MVP.
Draymond
will never come close to an MVP.
Anyway, the only award he'll come close to is Defensive Player of the Year.
Or like...
And he hasn't even won that.
Doesn't matter how many times he wins that. He will never be an MVP.
Yeah.
Ever.
Nope.
Is he that's a topic. Is he a Hall of Famer for a different podcast?
No.
Yeah.
For me, it's no.
We'll see.
Well, I don't know. Whatever.
We're going to get into our top 5, and it is an NBA related, as we kind of finished off on an NBA
I think we could
topic.
quick fire this one.
Yeah, so we got top 5 NBA teams here. So our top 5 favorite NBA teams. So Max, you want to give us your
All right, so 5, I have a 2K connection to. Grizzlies, because they were my first, my player guy, so I always kind of liked them. But Memphis, like the colors.
Yeah.
2K correlation right there. I played with them on my player, so.
John Morant's a baller.
Yeah.
Mine related to Charles Barkley, the Phoenix Suns. I love Steve Nash. I love Charles Barkley, just solely based on his commentary, and like being on TNT. And then even today, I think Devin Booker is a really good player too.
Yeah.
Yep. And
they have cool colors too. The purple.
Yeah.
And
they're
really cool.
And when DeAndre Ayton gets back,
people
sleep on him so much. He's so good.
Stoudemire.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So my 5 is Trailblazers. Just
cool.
Because I really like CJ McCollum because I saw him play in college. He played at Lehigh, and I saw him
close
play
to
at
us.
Pocono.
Yeah.
So that was kind of cool, and I just like Dame. You know, I like their whole vibe.
Dame's such a cool guy.
Although you never
killer from deep.
Yeah. Although Trailblazers, I will say they probably have a ceiling, and they probably reach that ceiling quite a bit.
Yeah.
Whereas they can't really punch through to the upper sides of the Western Conference. But I just like them.
All right, 4 for me, and I actually grew up at one point thought I was this fan, but Lakers. I remember I had a shirt and Kobe. So
yeah, I have a Kobe jersey.
Kobe's like shoes.
Yeah, I always loved the Lakers, bro. Like even when I don't know, man. There's something about Lake Show. Like
I played with them in 2K before.
It's hard to
so
hate
much
the
fun.
Lakers.
It's hard. I mean, I have to.
Yeah.
But which you'll find out why. But yeah, I there's always something about LA and the Lakers.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's ever going to be a Clipper town, even if they win.
Oh, never.
It's just always.
They might as well. Honestly, I think the Clippers would be better off moving to like.
Imagine if they
San Diego or something.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I don't know.
That'd be cool. My number 4 is the Chicago Bulls. Not because of MJ, honestly. I just think they're like the mystique of Chicago as a whole is so cool, and that's their most prominent sports team. So, yeah.
Plus, I remember liking them a lot when D Rose like that.
Yeah, the D Rose Joakim Noah era really gave me my real love for them. It wasn't even because I didn't even watch MJ or know about Pippen or know about Jordan, and now obviously I love them because there's so much history there.
Yeah,
but for me it was the D Rose era.
Like,
that
even more recently, like I know they suck now.
I love Zach LaVine.
Yeah, even more recently, I like guys like Zach LaVine, Lauri Markkanen.
I'm actually playing with them in 2K right now. I think I've stated that before.
I really liked Jimmy Butler when he was there.
Yeah.
But that was a long time ago.
That was a very long time ago.
But
which is crazy to think about.
Yeah. My number 4 is gonna be the Mavs. And I
was close to putting them on my list.
I love them now, but it's not like I was just a bandwagon jump on when they got somewhat good and they got 2 stars. I liked him during the Dirk Nowitzki days, and a lot of the reason why I have him here is because I watched, like, every season NBA, or somebody does it, about the NBA. It's like a documentary, a mini documentary on the winning team of finals.
Yeah, that's with any sport. Yeah,
the 2011 one with the Mavs, it's the best one you'll ever
crazy.
Watch. It's so amazing.
The 2011 Mavs is such a crazy
and
story.
If you think about it, they were pretty much the most recent like upset story in NBA Finals history.
They swept the Lakers.
Like, I mean, people will talk about the 2016 Cavs. Like, they had top 2.
No, they were always meant to make it to the finals.
Yeah, they had top 2. Like, they had
LeBron's always favored to go to the finals.
Yeah. So, but the Mavs, like, it was.
I cannot believe they won that.
I think
they had to beat the Thunder too.
Yeah, was it?
Me and my dad were watching the game. I think it was Game 7.
Yeah.
Game 6 or Game 7 when they won, and they came back from down, down. Or no, maybe it was early in the series, but they were down 20. Going into the 4th, and they came back, and I think they were down 20 with like 6 or 7 minutes left.
Mm-hmm.
Dirk was, and when you look at that team, they weren't even.
Oh, they had some really old guys like Jason
Terry,
Jason Kidd,
yeah.
Like Dirk.
Dirk was aging at that point.
People forget that their big marquee signing, Caron Butler, got hurt. Halfway through the season, so they didn't have him for the finals. They had Sean Marion, Tyson Chandler.
Dirk made the craziest shots.
Oh yeah,
he took basically right in front of the 3-point line, but not at the 3-point line.
Yeah,
like fadeaways.
Fade away from like deep,
like somehow.
Yeah.
But
so that's my number 4.
So my 3 is Sacramento Kings. I love the Kings. They're cool. I love De'Aaron Fox. I love them when they still had Boogie and Rudy Gay and all those guys.
In my opinion, one of the coolest color schemes in the NBA.
Yeah, and the purple does it for me, honestly.
Yeah.
And honestly, like, there's something about me and like California teams that I just like vibe with.
That's fair.
Like, I just like Sacramento. I normally, like, when I do like a franchise on 2K, like a MyGM or something in my league, I pick them. So,
for me, number 3, the Atlanta Hawks, and for me, it goes back all the way to, why can't I think of his name now? He dunk contest with MJ. Dominique Wilkins, yes. I thought he was so cool. Like, I was like,
he is cool.
To be like that while Jordan's doing his thing is just.
They had some really cool jerseys back in the
day. Exactly. And then bringing it forward to today, I'm not like his Trae Young stan, but like I think he's a cool dude.
Yeah, for sure.
I think they have some garbage players around him, but I think there's a lot of potential there. And they have the number 1 pick this year, so we'll see how that goes. And then the other part that I love about the Hawks was the Jeff Teague, Al Horford, Paul Millsap era.
Mike Muscala era.
Yes. Yep.
Dennis Schroeder.
Dennis Schroeder.
They should have been like decent.
They went to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Oh, that's right, they did.
Yeah, with
Jeffrey.
They were really good for a while.
He took a
nosedive, sort of.
Yeah.
Is he on the Pistons now or something?
I don't even know where he is. He was on the T-Wolves for a little bit.
You guys remember OJ Mayo on the Bucks?
Yep.
Yeah, and then he fell off. Then he go to New York.
He's like in Turkey or something. I don't know.
He's bad. Okay, so my number 3, I'm going to go with the Nuggets. I really like the Nuggets. I've liked them ever since Carmelo was on the team. And back when they had J.R. Smith, when J.R. Smith knew his place and was good. Yeah, but the Nuggets have always been really good. And
Denver's a cool atmosphere, I think.
Yeah, and it's just really cool.
They've always had the cool jerseys.
Oh, that's the other thing back to mind real quick. Atlanta, very cool atmosphere as well with all the rapping, like all the rappers, all that kind of stuff. Atlanta's just a cool, Georgia, like it's just a cool atmosphere.
Yeah, and the Nuggets is just a cool place, and I really like the team now. I like the whole dynamic around them about how they don't really have a superstar, but yet their team is built so well that they're still like the number 3 seed or whatever it is. I mean, Jokic is probably going to evolve into that.
They win a lot of games.
But it's not just him. It's Jamal Murray. It's everyone pretty much that they have on their team. It's just a solid all-around team.
Yeah, they Paul Millsap.
I still sometimes wish that they would go back to the Melo jerseys, though.
That light blue was
as much as I like
I like their new
blue,
jerseys.
I like them.
I like them a lot.
Yeah.
There's something about that old light blue, though. You know?
Yeah. So that's my number 3.
My number 2, and this is just recently, Brooklyn, the Nets.
Yo.
I love the Nets. I didn't like them when they were New Jersey.
I love that they're taking over New York because the Knicks are such a garbage franchise.
Oh my god, I know.
Yeah.
They never have their shit straight.
And the Nets just their logo and their color scheme and everything.
That's like
the
this.
all black,
this is like the purely.
Like
this is like the purely like one. It's dope that they're named after a region of New York. They're not just the New York Nets.
Yeah,
they're Brooklyn, which is dope. 2, like Noah said, the color scheme, and 3, the logo, and that's like is enough for me.
Yeah.
I will say
their new stadium's fire.
I will say I hate their court. the color of the court, just because it's really annoying.
Yeah, it is.
to watch
Yeah,
on
I know
TV.
what you're saying.
But besides that, everything's cool.
Yeah, they're my 2 though.
My number 2, I actually switched up. I did have the Grizzlies, but I'm gonna switch it up because Max already said that. Grizzlies, I love their uniforms as well. But for me, this is one that I was originally gonna put on my list, and now I'm definitely gonna put on my list. The more I think about it, the Indiana Pacers.
Nice.
Reggie Miller is probably one of my favorite players of all time, simply because of the 30 for 30 that they did with them and the Knicks, and just the way that he played, and like the shenanigans that he like when John Starks hit him in the face and he was just like pretended to fall and he got the foul, and then his 3-point ability, he scored 8 points in 9 seconds or something like that.
Yeah,
just one of iconic. And then bring it forward to the Paul George, Roy Hibbert, that era. I love everything about them. Darren Collison, I think, was on that team. George Hill. They had some great players. Oh, Lance Stevenson. I love Lance Stevenson.
They used to be awesome.
Yeah, and they had those great battles with
and
LeBron.
They're coming back.
Yep.
Yeah, and then bring it forward today. I love Miles Turner. I love Sabonis, and Oladipo. I love him as well. So, yeah.
They're a cool team.
Yeah. All right, so my number 2, Max, I know this is your number 1, but I just have to put him here.
That's fine.
It's the Sixers. Yeah, okay. It's a hometown sort of thing, being like 3 hours away or whatever it is. And I really like, I think their jerseys are actually really underrated. I like the whole dynamic of them. I think the blue one with the white lettering is probably my favorite. I really like that. And I just kind of like their vibe. It's because I have a lot of friends that are also Sixers fans, so it's easy for me to root for them.
Yeah.
And, it's kind of like my home. In most sports, I don't really have like a hometown sort of team. It's mostly just like a team that I like that's not really there. But that's my team, basically, is my hometown team.
So they're not my number 1, obviously. Like Noah said, hometown team, 60s. Philly.
Oh, they are your number 1, you mean?
Yeah.
You said not.
Did I say that?
You said they are not my number 1, but they are. Right.
I think whatever, it's fine. Yeah, they are my number 1 team.
You're gonna be posting.
To clarify,
you're gonna be editing, and you're gonna be like,
oh shit.
Shit.
To clarify, the Philadelphia 76ers are my favorite team.
And to also clarify, I hate them.
Yes.
And just so this burns in your mind, Kawhi Leonard, last second shot. Screw all of you.
Sick.
I was watching that right here.
So was I. We were about to watch
you were there too.
We were about to watch Game of Thrones.
And then it happened.
I put you guys in a mood.
Yeah, I was not happy.
Your dad
my heart was
mad.
racing. Yeah, my heart was racing. But there's something about wearing an Allen Iverson jersey as like a 3-year-old.
I will say those black Sixers jerseys.
As
are
a 3-year-old
fire.
wearing that, bro.
Oh yeah.
Like nothing. AI is just like the coolest fucking player of all time, and like
He is cool.
I would like the Sixers regardless because they're Philly.
We're talking about practice.
It's also cool. The love grows because there's a lot of years throughout their history where they
you live in Philly now too, so
yeah,
it just adds to it.
Also, they were just bad for like a while. So
except for those Iggy years. Those Iggy years were they were
no,
they
were like
good.
They were good. They were good, and then they really good when they had AI, made the finals, whatever. Traded AI, or he was a free agent or whatever the fuck happened. I don't remember.
Pay him or something.
And then they were bad again, and then they got Iggy and like that team, like Evan Turner, and then they were bad, and then they sucked and were bad again. Now
they got really bad.
They were abysmally bad.
But that was a plan, the process as it's.
And now, yeah.
Well, I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this, but my number 1 team, my favorite NBA team, the Boston Celtics, baby. I love everything about this team. I'll tell you when I fell in love with them. 2010, I was playing 2K10. Rajon Rondo, Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett. We had a mixed mash of centers. Kendrick Perkins at one point. Jermaine O'Neal. Shaq came to the squad.
Oh,
I remember that.
Then we were bad. But it took us 2 years to rebuild. It took 2 years. And Brad Stevens will go down as one of the greatest coaches of all time. And you can't argue that. Danny Ainge, one of the greatest GMs of all time. You cannot argue any of that because it's facts. And now we have Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, one of my favorite players in the league right now. Kemba Walker.
I hate them all.
I hated the Kyrie years. I hate Kyrie. Let's start with that.
A lot of people hate Kyrie. I agree.
I just do not like him. Gordon Hayward. Al Horford.
Marcus Smart.
I have a lot of mixed feelings
about
Al
Marcus
Horford.
Smart so much.
I love Marcus Smart.
Oh my god. The way he flops is so annoying.
His pimply face is
Yeah.
You leave my mans alone.
I liked Kemba before. Now his bald head irks me, and I don't know why.
Because he's in the Celtics uniform.
Yeah, but he's still good. I don't deny he's good. But
yeah.
And Jason Tatum is a star in the making.
Yeah,
I think he's already a star
I think he's pretty much there. Almost.
Yeah, his face bothers me too.
It's weird how they're all young too. I don't know how that happened.
Dude, it's awesome.
I don't know how that happened.
Well, you know what happened? Danny Ainge is a genius.
Yeah.
You can't argue that.
No,
he traded down we screwed the Sixers over and traded down to get a better player. Danny Ainge is a genius.
Yes.
You guys do have a way better GM now, though.
It did work out for the Sixers in the end, though. Sort of.
Yeah.
I mean, that's arguable.
We'll see.
We say all these things about the Celtics and everything.
I think
they still
we're
haven't won anything.
I know. In the next couple years, I think we're going to hopefully see some great battles in the Eastern Conference Finals between the Sixers and the Celtics. I really hope we do.
Can't forget about the Heat.
The Bucks are the problem.
The Bucks, the Bucks.
And can't forget about the Raptors. Man, the East is getting exciting.
Yeah, I honestly think right now the Raptors team, like both the Celtics and Sixers, would kick their ass.
I don't know though, man.
In playoff setting with everyone healthy,
we'll see what happens with
Siakam.
We'll see what happens. Here's the problem: Kyle Lowry's going down, Siakam's going up, and it's not. They didn't hit. They didn't hit their prime together.
Yeah, but they got their chip, and Siakam,
they did. I am very it's awesome.
Kawhi got them.
People forget about Masai Ujiri.
He's a genius.
Brilliant
he's a
dude.
genius.
So they're never going to be out of it if they have Pascal Siakam. As anybody knows, with even the Pelicans
and they have Marc
and the
Gasol
AD
now
years,
too.
Any superstar, they're never going to be fully out.
I thought we didn't bring up the Raptors at all, and now we're
yeah. Well, I'll just say,
but
they're not. Well, obviously, they're none of on our list of the favorites.
Yeah.
I mean, Kawhi got them a chip though, because there's no way they beat the Sixers.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, even with the greatness of Kawhi that season, there's no way they beat the Warriors if Durant is healthy.
But Warriors. Oh, if Durant is healthy,
yeah. If Durant or if Clay is
that was a weird season.
Maybe
it was crazy. Last year was the first time in a while we've had a crazy end of season.
That was weird. Yeah, the whole Kawhi thing was just kind of weird.
It was insane.
Wasn't it?
In fact, they played on them for a year.
Yeah,
It was
and hit
I'm gonna go home now.
Yeah,
literally.
Text the group chat I'm going home. See you. Yeah.
All right,
but
stats.
This leaves me my number one team. I probably won't get much hate for this because it's just people will probably just.
It's kind of random, honestly.
Why? It is a little bit random.
I love it for you though.
Yeah, my number one is the Orlando Magic.
Which is dope.
I love the Orlando Magic. It's because I had a Tracy McGrady jersey when I was
T-Mac.
8. And
T-Mac was cool, bro.
He's amazing, and I just
underrated.
Shaq too.
Yeah, it's kind of like a
Penny.
crappy. It's kind of a crappy franchise to fall in love with because we have had some absolute all-stars play for us.
Right now.
We've never done. We're not even that bad though. You say that we're the 7th seed right now or the 8th seed. We're gonna make the playoffs again, and we made the playoffs last year. We have one of the best centers in the NBA, Nikola Vucevic.
You do.
He kind of fell off this year a little bit, but he's still
an all-star.
solid. Aaron Gordon is a decent player.
Mm-hmm. He has a lot to improve in his game, but I think
Jonathan Isaac is a decent player.
He's interesting.
I just think the thing about the Magic is
Markelle Fultz is kind of balling out now.
Yeah, no, he turned out to be good. I just think the thing about Orlando is they're never going to be looked at seriously because they're from Orlando.
Well, that's the thing.
They're just in a real small market.
It's I like a small market team.
No, I know you do. Yeah.
But
that's why I like the Pacers.
I just think that you guys are never going to attract that big free agent guy.
You say that, but we've had. I mean, our track record is abysmal with trades. We traded away Victor Oladipo.
Shaq,
which was
left.
terrible. Shaq left.
T-Mac left.
Dwight Howard left.
T-Mac left.
All these guys, we made it to the finals.
Did Dwight leave, or did you guys cut him? I don't remember.
I think he just.
I feel like he
wanted to go to the Lakers for the longest time, and then he went to the Lakers.
I mean, he was there for a while, but.
They made the finals, didn't they?
Yeah,
we made the finals with Dwight and Shaq, and we lost both of them, which makes me mad. We lost to Kobe and LeBron, or not LeBron, Kobe and MJ.
Well, at least if you're gonna lose,
no, not MJ.
Wasn't it not MJ?
Houston Rockets, Hakeem Olajuwon.
Oh yeah.
I mean, at least if you're gonna lose the team,
and
we beat MJ that year.
You did.
Shaq bodied MJ that year.
Let's not forget.
Oh, God.
That Houston Rockets team.
They were
not only Hakeem Olajuwon, Clyde the Glide.
Clyde the Glide.
And let's not Kenny the Jet Smith.
Dude, I love Kenny. I love when he pops up on 2K. Now we'll go over to Kenny the Jet Smith.
We lost to that team. It kind of sucks. We lost to some really good teams, and for as small of a we were only created. People forget we were only created 3 years before Shaq came.
Very young franchise.
So we got kind of lucky with picking Shaq, but
and then Penny Hardaway.
They didn't like each other, which is a whole other thing.
That sucks.
But for a team that's so young, I think we've done fairly well.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't had any success as of late, and we're kind of at a point where it's like I don't really know where we go from here, because we have a star, but he's not that big of a star, and we have some good pieces around him, but none of them are great. Some have some potential, but none of them have that big of potential. And it's like we're kind of like that middling team where we're not going to get a good draft place.
You're still in the
playoffs.
We're
probably going to get whooped first round of the series of the playoffs. Yep.
And if you ever win a finals, it's going to kind of be like the Mavs season where it's like, holy shit.
Well, I would love that. Yeah. But we're probably not going to win one in the foreseeable future. But our management has been terrible. We traded away Oladipo for God knows why. We let him go, but we got Fultz, which I think was a really good deal for us.
That was a great deal.
We have needed a point guard for so long. When you were starting Michael Carter-Williams at point guard, the Sixers know this. We needed a point guard, and we finally got one who's a decent player, and he's really flourishing with the spotlight off of him. We have Aaron Gordon, dunk extraordinaire person. Yep.
You guys are definitely on the rise, and it's going to be interesting. You guys just need to make some moves.
We have Terrence Ross, who's old, but
he's a dunker.
Good dunker. That's about it.
He's old.
I get him on 2K always because he dunks.
He hits some threes though.
Yeah, he can shoot.
He does hit some threes, like in real life. And Vucevic is a good piece to build around. He's signed with us in free agency. So I think I'm afraid that we've hit our ceiling, but I'm cautiously optimistic.
Mm-hmm. It's beautiful.
Does anybody else have any thoughts, concerns?
Again,
follow us on all the social medias. We are on Instagram.
We're finally on Twitter as well.
We're finally on Twitter. That's a big announcement. We're on Twitter now.
Big announcement.
We haven't really tweeted anything yet other than welcome to the chaos, but
give it a like, give it a retweet.
I got some tweets coming up. They're brewing.
Twitter #scary.
Yeah. Keep an eye on TikTok. Actually, we'll be posting on there very soon. By the time this comes out, we might have already posted on there. But that we'll be doing new content, not just like highlights from episodes. We'll be doing new types of content on there. That's really probably where we're going to experiment the most is on TikTok.
To start, yeah.
Yeah, but Instagram is highlights, YouTube is highlights, and full-length podcast with the video, obviously.
Yes, sir.
Does anybody else want to say anything before we leave it up?
Nothing for the greater good from me.
No, I'm chilling.
All right.
I think.
This has been the Structured Chaos podcast, so hopefully you guys all have a good day, and we'll see you.
Bye, guys. Hope you're on. Well done. No, space.